Birdie's hyping himself up to fucking kill us.
I'm really scared.
Welcome to this episode of the Sorodin Chronicles. This show is a mimic. I am indeed hyping myself up to kill everyone in here.
Oh god.
Welcome to the Sorodin Chronicles D&D. On this show is a mimic. I am Buddy the Bud, your Dungeon Master, and with me, as always, is...
What is up, everybody? It is Kenna. It is Miss Susha on TikTok, and I am playing Ar'ran Jond'athan Barbarian as usual.
Hi everybody, I'm Ben, also known as Ben Does D&D, also known as Cade Vakian, the half-elf hexblade warlock. Is that a mouthful? Of course it is. Maybe my next character will have less of a long title.
Stop it, you're not gonna die.
No, it's me next.
Oh wait.
What the fuck? We've been doing this for like almost a year. Fight me.
My name is Ar'ran, and I play Long Shadow, Longest Shadow of the Moon.
Do the voice.
I'm a.
Do the sexy voice.
Try it. Go for it.
I am Longest Shadow of the Moon.
Ooh.
Aaron, you're fired.
Aaron, you're fired.
Hi, I am Hex. I play Cade. Or no, Jason. Yes.
That is the worst Jason voice I've ever heard.
That's the worst one. It's the worst one. All right.
That makes me feel better about my impression.
Yeah, you should.
Oh my god.
Hex, you want to try again real quick?
Am I doing Jason?
You're doing
or-
Jason, your actual character.
You do
Right.
you.
I am playing Jason Vagrant, the Mark of the Storm, half-elf, fighter, rogue, cleric.
There are so many words in all of our classes. I'm definitely monoclassing my next character because I'm Aaron, Obsidian Olive, currently playing Longest Shadow of the Moon, the Tabaxi blade-singing wizard paladin. And enjoy his voice, for this is the last time you shall hear it.
No.
I mean, you say it's got long names, but it's not just your class and shit that's long. It's your actual character's name.
Your
It's
actual
ridiculously long.
Longest
Shadow of the Moon.
Longest.
So what you're
fucking
saying
name
is my next character needs to have a monosyllabic singular name.
name. Dave.
You can play Mog.
Mug.
Mog! I would
You've got to
totally
do this
play
for us
Mog.
the whole time.
That's for
Let's play Mug.
Pufferfish.
Oh, I'm Mog. And I'm Bertie the Bard, your Dungeon Master. First off, before we get into things, shout outs. First of all, we've got shouting out our normal, beautiful music maestro, Arcane Anthems. You can find him on all the social medias, primarily TikTok, and you can stream his music everywhere that streams music, I think. I stream from Spotify, so I know it works from there. And you can also get all of his stuff free from his Patreon, patreon.com/arcaneanthems. Next, Audra, Ken.
Yes. I just wanted to give a shout out to one of my really great friends. I got this shirt from Arcane Wares. It is a D20
Yes.
with lightning coming out of it. It is
So
the
dope.
dopest long
love
sleeve
Arcane
shirt I've
Wares.
ever had. It also has, I don't know about y'all, I freaking love sleeve details. This is so dope, right? I
You don't
also
get-
have
Yeah, you don't get sleeve details on
shirt
many
from
things.
her that has like nature stuff on it for druid people.
Yeah.
I got her
Sapphic
new
sweater's great.
sweatshirt that says "Pursue Adventure." I'm telling you guys, if you want D&D nerd streetwear, please go just Google Arcane Wares. Her page will pop up. Please
We should start
buy
playing her ad
stuff.
on our
It's
stream.
So
Straight up.
dope.
Ooh.
She has an ad.
Yeah, sure.
It's so
Yeah,
dope.
100%. I'll get it
love
sent to
her.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where this is from. My girlfriend got
This
me
is
this for Valentine's
also-
Day.
This is also one of her designs.
Oh yeah, I got that
Oh,
shirt
the
too.
happy you're
Yeah.
alive. It's a good one.
Yeah, I'm getting this as the shirt. They don't deliver to the UK yet, but when they do,
Oh,
I'm getting it.
Terrific.
Come on, get on it.
I think that's all the shoutouts, right?
I think so.
Oh,
Aaron
no.
has Aaron has a, so we started a new show yesterday. We started
We did do that. I forgot about
we
that.
started
yeah.
Dungeons and Demigods, which is our own little D&D live stream show set in the world of Percy Jackson and the Lightning and the Olympians.
Yeah.
And it's just entered its second season.
Season arc,
Arc.
major arc. Where we,
Um,
yeah. On
And
Azure
half
Wings,
of
which is
that
pretty
is
dope.
taking place on this channel. The other half is taking place on twitch.tv/schooner or later. Here, it's going to be taking place on Friday evenings. Well, Friday,
At
depending on
noon
where you
PST.
are. Noon EST. That's
PST.
PST,
3
sorry. 3 EST. 8 p.m. GMT.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic. I play a super himbo named Max. Max Armstrong. And he's a lot of fun to play, and I'm being accompanied by a group of edgelords, all from the underworld. So you should definitely tune into that, and all of the content for that is made by Aaron primarily, and with a bit of help from me. And you can get that.
A bit. You
Where
bet, like,
can we
2 or 3
find
classes.
content?
I built half the
patreon.com/.
classes that are I built half the classes that are in our campaign.
Yeah, that's true.
And
yeah,
you can find
over
that
there
content.
at patreon.com/obsidianolive. Every month I release a new class, monster stat block, and magic item, and occasionally I decide to drop some free content for anybody who wants to go over and just check it out. In fact, currently, the most played class from last campaign, the Child of Hades class, is up there for free if anyone wants to go check it out.
The most played class from last campaign
It's
and the
dope.
least played class in this one.
It's also the one where both of the players died, so take that as you will.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, he died, but then he lived.
And then he lived.
The boy who lived.
And then he died inside.
Come to die.
He died, and then he lived, and then he died inside.
Oh,
And then he lived.
The Pharaoh and the
Well, we'll see. Maybe he will live again in the future. Who knows?
Damn. All right.
Alright.
Get that boy some therapy.
Okay, I want to kill Jond'athan. Let's do this. I want
Okay.
to murder him.
So, getting started.
Kill him.
Last week on the Sorodin Chronicles, you finished having an altercation with Cade's cousin Eli. You had soundly subdued him the week before, and showed him evidence that his father, Cade's uncle, Arthur Vakian, was in league with a shadowy cabal of evil people called the Cult of Soros, who have designs on conquering the entire continent of Sorodin. Cade also found out that his, well, he found this out earlier on, but his parents, Reynard and Charlotte Vakian, had been taken captive by the cult and being held somewhere in the city. He found out where they are being held from Eli, and the wizard of the group, Longshadow, went on a bit of a scouting mission, and discovered that not only were Cade's parents captured, Cade's sister, Reyna Vakian, a wizard of no small skill that you had met earlier in the campaign, had been captured. Well, technically she's a sorcerer. She's a sorcerer with wizard training.
Yeah. She's the best of both worlds.
she's not chilling it out and taking it slow. I can tell you right now.
Not
100%,
only were they held captive by the Cult of Soros, they were held captive by a extremely dangerous agent of the cult named Ar'ran Jond'athan, a warlock bounty hunter with his own hexblade, very similar to that of Cade, who you've met previously before we even started streaming.
Yeah.
Last time he tried to capture Cade and take him away somewhere to unlock the true potential of his patron, and this is the first time you've seen him since.
Bitch.
Longshadow managed to evade, well, he believes he managed to evade being seen on his way back to the inn, and that's where we left off, with you all settling down to take a long rest in the inn.
All right.
Tell me if I missed anything. Longshadow went to the magic shop and got some stuff.
I don't think we
Also, Longshadow did a shopping episode. Woo!
I
Yeah.
tried to keep it as compact as possible. I'm sorry that spell questions came up. It only took like 45 minutes.
So, is it nighttime or is it morning? Or have
It's
we decided?
nighttime. Well, unless you want to do anything before you go to sleep.
I feel like we should probably plan something. We're all in the same room.
Yeah, we only rented the one room to keep us safe. We were all going to sleep on the floor.
Thank God. Okay.
So,
Anybody want to talk to? Did we talk to Eli? Were we supposed to do that while Longshadow was?
no, we had not decided to attack tomorrow yet after we had split.
Okay.
We'll meet with him.
We had
tomorrow.
also told Eli just to be ready because we would pick him up on their way to free the parents.
Okay. So we're waiting until tomorrow 9?
There are pros and cons to attacking during the day and during the night. Another problem is we have no plan for once we have the parents free. We cannot guarantee that we are going to kill Jond'athan.
We have to get them out of the city.
How?
Any ideas on that, Cade?
I cannot exactly run through the streets with your parents.
Maybe we don't have to. How? Would I don't know if I would have any information about this. Probably not, but I'll ask anyway. Would I know how good / how far the sewer system goes in
That's not something you would have knowledge
Nope.
of.
No.
You're a posh boy.
Yeah.
And the sewer system would be a kill zone anyway. If they figure out where we are, they can
Wow.
station themselves at any entrance and wait to catch us on the way out.
Cade, what exactly are the abilities of your family?
Well, they have the innate ability, sorceress abilities. I mean, just lots of different types of magic, really. It's just we're born with it instead of having to learn it like wizards do. Would there be anything specifically about them that anything particularly special about them?
You would know that your sister was a specialist in evocation before she moved on to her specialist study. So, and she was known to be quite gifted at evocation in the academy. That was something you learned when you went to see it. Well, actually, that was something Longshadow knew as a student. Your father, you didn't see him do an awful lot. You knew he had significant power. But you didn't really see him use it often. He didn't fight very often when you were growing up. So, yeah, you would know that he studied to the same level Raina did growing up, though.
Yeah. I mean, Raina knows evocation magic. We know that much. He probably knows some of that as well. Perhaps some other things. He didn't really use it too much when I was growing up, but
Well,
And
tells me that it was there.
Your mother's not magical at all?
No, she's like me.
Oh.
And then there is the problem of that only comes to be advantageous if we can get the cuffs off of them, which we have said that Jason can probably pick these cuffs. But we need to get Jason to them.
I can turn invisible. Take him.
Well,
Right.
I do not know if you are aware of this, Kate, but there are magics to see through invisibility cloaking. I do not know if Jond'athan has these magics. We cannot rely on it too much.
It's a precaution, at least.
We had discussed creating a distraction with Cade outside, or at least inside, and then allowing an invisible Jason to go and pick the locks. Are
I'm
we
not
still thinking
sure
that?
how effective I would be at picking these magical locks, though. If
They
they're
are magical locks. Very specifically, they cannot be magical, as the metal
okay.
is magic, has innate magical dispelling properties. You won't
Yeah.
have this.
Yep.
The manacles that they've got Raina and Reynard with are made
Yep.
of dimeritium.
Mhm.
Which if you've played The Witcher, you'll recognize. They are things you use to negate magic.
Okay.
So if you have a wizard and you want to make sure they can't cast, dimeritium
Yep.
is the one surefire way of making sure they cannot cast. Which would also mean that if you wanted to pick the lock, any invisibility spell would disappear.
Okay. But the locks themselves are
They are
to the
mundane
best
locks
of our
because
knowledge.
you
They're
cannot
mundane locks, yeah.
enchant them.
Okay. Cool. Well, it turns out they're mundane locks, so
The only thing with creating a distraction outside is drawing unwanted attention from the rest of the city. If we can get inside and keep the fighting inside, we can deal with it and then escape unnoticed, hopefully. But if we start a fight outside, it will go noticed and the city guard will come running. And we know whose side they're on.
what if we try to go along the same ideas as a distraction, but we think a little wider, a little further out? We can, I don't know, cause something to cause a lot of attention on one side of the city to the opposite side of the warehouse. Obviously, it means getting back over to the warehouse. But hopefully, if enough guards are going in one direction whilst we're going in the opposite.
I would agree with that. However, I think that since they know we are in the city, they will not be swayed by something such as that. They would rather let parts of their city burn than leave the warehouse.
Something taking all of these ideas and kind of combining them into one, we could create a distraction, but within the confines of the building itself. I could get in there, create a distraction to draw them to me, and then Jason can sneak around another way, get to Reina and my father, get them out, and then
obscure the vision within inside of the warehouse. The problem is that it would also disadvantage us. So while it's less likely that we shall all die, it is more likely for us to be ambushed by individuals in the fog, because I can summon the fog cloud within inside of the warehouse.
So can I.
Nice. Do any of us have any magics that would allow us to extract one or maybe all three of the members from within of the warehouse without actually physically leaving it, such as teleportation?
Audra is just sitting back, just like looking at the three magic users, being like, "Yeah, you got anything?"
I don't know. I don't know what I have.
Oh, I got something that doesn't transport other people, but it'll get me out of there in a jiffy.
Yeah,
That's rude.
I don't currently have any of those, I'm afraid. Not right now.
The problem is as well, we probably would not be able to transport them with magic, considering the magical cuffs. Jason would have to remove them there. But if we are... Perhaps if I was to obscure the warehouse and we were to say let loose myself, Kate, and Audra as a fighting distraction within the front end of the warehouse, Jason could go invisible using Kate's magic and unlock the cuffs on one or perhaps two of the arcane practitioners. And they might be able to assist us in removing themselves from the warehouse. The hard one is going to be your mother, Kate, considering she cannot protect herself.
Yeah. I think my dad will keep her protected. He'll look after her. He won't go anywhere without her.
So then, perhaps, we lay down a fog cloud within right after we have barged through the front door. Jason comes in. There is a window that I used in order to get in. Jason, how easily could you scale a building?
Depends how much time I have.
Valid.
Getting off of buildings is fine. I can do that all day long. Getting up there is a little
Audra,
more
how high
strenuous.
could you throw Jason?
Oh my god.
I mean, on a good day, pretty high, I think.
Do I think, DM, conceivably between Audra and Jason, they could get Jason up to that second floor window that I used to get my familiar in? Oh, you nudge your microphone, my guy.
Hello.
There you go.
Basically, it would have to be like a gymnast, like a cheerleading tower. You get Jason to stand up on your hands, and then you yeet like that.
I mean, if we're doing this demonstration-wise, if I was in a squat and I put his foot here, or like, I guess you're right, it would be cheerleading, and I let him step, and then I just yeeted him.
Could he conceivably make it up there?
Possibly.
Like, it is within the realm of possibility.
It's within the realm of possibility.
Okay, because he's agile enough, and I think I'm strong enough if he jumps out of my hands while I'm yeeting him. I think he could probably make it.
Yeah, it's the difficult bit would be that there's no like ledge, so you're grabbing onto a windowsill.
Okay. I'm going to pull out the piece of parchment that I had made last session that's like a very rough map of the inside of the warehouse from what I've seen. And I'm going to show Jason the route from that upper window down the landing to show him where like the holding area is. Because there isn't like a prison in there. It's just an area where the prisoners are sitting.
Okay.
There aren't like barred areas. So if you could make it up through the second floor, you could easily make it to them. Because, as you said, getting down from high places is not hard from you.
And if you are invisible while we are attacking the front, you could perhaps pick their locks.
Do
Again,
that.
if you try and pick the lock whilst invisible, you will come out of invisibility.
I
At
don't
that point, the fog cloud will be up.
I don't even know if turning me invisible is necessary.
All right,
Not-
then.
It
I'm
would
not
at
the
least help.
quietest. Yeah, I'm not the quietest, but you say that casting spells it drains on your energy before a fight. I would hate to have.
Well, that is fair. Then, as soon as you are up on the second floor, perhaps I will wait 30 seconds for when you have reached the second floor. I will message you, and if you are successfully there, we shall make the attack.
Alright,
Actually, you could be the one who activates the fog cloud.
I could.
And then when we see the fog, that is when we attack.
That's the signal. We'll call it the signal.
We need a keyword for if we need to
So-
drop the fog cloud. I think perhaps drop the fog cloud.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's,
Pretty straightforward.
That's a key phrase.
Who said that?
2 words.
shit.
Drop
Jonathan,
the
what did you
fog
Me,
get this
Eli.
But I think between
It's all hyphenated.
myself, Audra, Eli, and Cade, we should be able to hold our own for at least a minute or two. And then once you have released the cuffs on the arcane users, perhaps they can assist us. But if not, you should take plenty of rope with you so that you might be able to escape out of that side window.
Jason's just gonna pull out like the 50 feet of hempen rope and the 50 feet of silk rope that he has like nestled into.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you my rope as well, just in case. Just in case.
Yeah. The it's
Have
about
we got the climbers kit?
I don't. We can go buy one real quick.
climbers kits
Nah,
are
it's
not
okay.
quick to use. I will point that out.
Yeah.
That's a lot
You
of
gotta put
knocking in
all the anchors and
pitons.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I do have a climbers kit. However, I thought it rung a bell. It's in my inventory.
I mean, a member of your crew has a climb speed.
Yes. But you
But
know.
also, let's just throw me in the air and see what
Yeah.
happens.
It's about 20 feet
But
off the
also,
ground. is
they're
that
not
window.
here.
Yeah, we also made our crew leave.
I don't mean crew. I mean your party. I mean
who has
Aaron.
who has climb speed? I have a climb speed?
You're a tabaxi. You have an innate climb
Oh,
speed.
shit.
You've had that
I
since
always
level 1.
forget about that. Because we use D&D Beyond, I always forget that because the speeds aren't listed like I would
Mhm.
normally do on my personal character sheets. You have to click on it to see your climbing speed.
Literally,
Ah.
the art of a tabaxi is a tabaxi hanging off a wall.
So the problem with that, I have no idea how to pick a lock. That's the thing.
Yeah, I'm happy with going up there. I have no issues whatsoever.
Yes.
I'm
I think
kind
this
of
is the
looking
best
forward
plan
to being
at this
thrown.
time. Audra, as soon as you see Jason make it up to the window, you need to run around and make sure to support us, because you are, in fact, our biggest gun. Or our biggest sword. Guns aren't invented yet, right?
Yeah, they
What
are.
is a gun?
Okay. Oh, guns aren't invented. Perhaps we should purchase firearms.
Are they called guns?
They'd be called firearms.
They're called boom boom sticks.
This is
Yeah.
my
Boom stick.
So we have the in, we have the during. What about after?
I am going to
No.
assume in our planning process that we are not going to kill Jond'athan. I feel like this
I
is a
would-
healthy assumption.
I would deem this a successful mission if we escape with everybody alive.
That means we need someone to distract him in the fight and be able to get away. I think I am the best at escaping out of the 4 of us. Between my magical movement and my ability to sprint faster than any of you, I think I can get away from someone the easiest.
Cade, what is the nearest exit to the city based on where we think this warehouse is?
DM.
DM.
Sorry? Sorry, repeat
what
that
would
question.
be the closest exit to the city from there? If we were
It would
trying
be
to-
the. Let's visualize it. The southern gate.
Birdie just entered his
Okay.
mind palace. I want to point that shit out real quick.
I've got the layout of the city, and then because it's on the coast, so it's south of the palace. So actually no, it would be southwest gate because the
Yeah,
southeast
southwest
is the docks.
That's the one then.
Why did we send away our ship again? Why
Because
did
we're
we do
traveling across land anyway.
Yeah, we should have kept the ship so that we could send the parents on the ship. That would have been a great plan. Wait a
I
second. How many
mean,
days
really
of
not
travel
wrong.
has our ship done at this point? It's only been like
Day and
one
a
or
half.
two. We've only slipped twice, so
If we wait 2 days, I can get our
No.
ship.
No.
Right. 2 days of a pseudo dragon going around a
2
city looking for
days.
us.
it's gonna be the day. I just realized that the fucking first day when we realized we needed our ship back, I could have sending to the ship and made them turn around.
Hmm.
Well, but it seems that
How-
we need to escape out of. Perhaps we can prepare a carriage and maybe some disguises. Do any of you have contacts with any smugglers within the city?
Not in this one. Actually,
it's
do I?
probably-
Damn, I don't know anybody
In this city, no. This is the first time you've been to this city.
Yeah, I don't know anybody in this one.
Perhaps we could hire someone, because I also think it would be safer for kids' parents to travel without us. We draw in us as a crowd. We do
Yeah.
not blend in well.
I
Perhaps
mean-
we send the two of them and Reyna on their own. Once they have escaped, Reyna can see them to safety.
I don't think.
Can Reyna not like teleport?
That is a spell that takes quite a bit to cast if we had it prepared for them already. Maybe, but I am not knowledgeable in this magic.
I only ever saw her teleport us through a stone in the ground. I didn't know if can wizards do that? Can they just poof?
So,
Yes.
so
you would know
from
that.
my knowledge of the magic of the spell, it is the fact that the circles anchor spots that are easy to teleport to. If you have the correct materials and time, you can teleport to any circle from anywhere. But using a circle is the easiest option. So Reyna could
circles are the
probably get into
safest
cabin.
form of teleportation.
No.
It's a
Can you-
guaranteed you will end up there. Otherwise, there's a bit of risk you could go off course.
Do you know if there's any nearby teleportation circles?
I'm guessing, DM, the only one would. I'm guessing there would probably be one in the Citadel, wouldn't there? That's not exactly close.
could
I'm guessing that's the
guess.
only one.
You wouldn't know
Yeah.
for a fact, but
Wouldn't know for a fact.
The
I
thing
don't know
about
anywhere for a fact.
that spell, if I remember correctly, because Ruvin used the spell once or twice, you do not need to start at a circle. You just have to end at a circle.
and you
Where
don't
would we
have
go?
to end at a circle.
You don't have to end at a circle, but it is easiest to end at a circle. As long as Reyna has access to the prepared spell, the materials, and the time,
Hopefully.
she should be able to teleport.
Well, that's
we
what we
should
do.
not
Then we
put all
we
of our
hold off
eggs
until
in that
she's
basket.
ready.
That's too many ifs and buts. I think that's.
I think
we-
this whole situation is a lot of if and buts, to be
But
honest.
that specifically, for people of the arcane variety, I do not know if she.
Because at this point, damn, I wouldn't know Reyna's like a sorcerer. I would always just assume that her powers work the same way as a wizard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do not know if she has the spell even prepared in her mind. It takes a lot of pre-work to have a spell ready as an arcanist.
So what can we depend on? What are things that we know? So we know that the nearest exit is wherever you said it was. How long does it take to get there from where we're going, would you guess?
Southwest Gate, probably about
2 hours.
2 hours.
And what is directly outside the city? Is it a forest? Is it flatlands? What's the terrain?
Wilderness, I think.
Well, it's a bit of flatlands. like just surrounding the immediate city, and then it will go into the. It's not quite as overgrown. It's a forest that's been gardened.
Oh.
Like it's
Wait a second.
not like wood elves that like preserve the wilderness. They are high
We
elves
are-
who like things to be pretty.
We are
Ah.
traveling overland after the city, but that does not mean we cannot send your parents aboard a boat.
Right.
We could rally our funds together and perhaps see if any trading vessels are leaving tomorrow afternoon.
That's
And-
very risky. Anytime.
That's
the
risky
fact that-
because they're watching everything, and also these are high-profile people.
Again, they are high profile no matter what direction we go,
Yeah.
and if we pick a fast boat for them to be on, physics enter in at that point, and there is only so much they could do to catch up.
No, but I mean, as in, if we ask someone and they're like, "What's the cargo?" and then we tell them who it is, which we will have to do, that's a
Not if you
huge
pay them
risk.
the right price.
They
People
might pay
turn their
more.
shoulder. That again is an issue wherever we go. We are going to tuck ourselves.
I don't
in
wanna
circles
leave
if
them.
we do not decide on something.
We can't.
Wait.
We can't just leave them.
So we're not separating from them and are going to continue to draw attention to them with ourselves.
Is the difference
If Raina has
between
the spell prepared,
That's a
That's-
huge if. That is a
Right.
massive if.
everything we're doing at the moment is a giant if, Long Shadow. There is
there are places
there
where
is
we can
no
correct
easy
the
way out
plan.
of this.
If we have other things prepared, there are ways we can correct the plan. If it goes poorly, because she does not have a spell, we are fucked. We have no options. This relies on a single choice, whereas trying to get them out of the city via land or water requires many choices and many places for us to self-correct the plan. We have no way of knowing if she has that spell prepared, or if she can even do it. For all we know, they could have exhausted her magic and these cuffs might be stopping it from coming back. We cannot guarantee that she can even cast.
Perhaps. I don't know what else we can do. We can't trust anyone except ourselves at the moment.
So we have 3 options. We can either send them by boat. Scratch that. We have 2 options and a third contingency if it's available to us. We have boat, we have land, possible spell if they have it, but we can't bank on that.
Correct.
If a spell is ready, take it first, absolutely.
We are going to need a defensible spot for her to cast the spell then.
We can make that.
Okay, well, I'm saying that is something that just writing it down on the plan.
Right. So, there's that. If we
think
go... What?
no, go on.
If we go by boat, we can pay someone. At this point, money is just money, and we can find or get gold some other way. We can give them basically everything we've got to ensure safe passage. However, the risk there is that these people can be involved with the cult because they have such a grip on the city. I think our best bet would be to find a ship in the harbor that is not directly tied here and is just strictly a merchant vessel that has come to drop stuff off and is going to leave. We don't want anybody that is directly involved with the city because we don't know that we can trust them. I think we have a better chance of being able to trust them if they're not from here. Even then, that percentage is very small. If we take them by land, we're talking about traveling 2 hours out of the city filled with enemies. And then across flatlands into really nice forests where they could follow us. I don't know when we'll hit some wildland. Once we
It's going to be a long way to travel either way. Once we get them, it's going to be a long way traveling through the city, whatever direction we go.
Once we free them, they have to go. We can't go with them because we're going to be defending their exit.
Okay.
Perhaps we sent Eli with them.
I think that would be a good choice.
Yeah, that might work.
If we are sending Eli, then we might keep Reyna, because we do not want to lose too many fighters.
Okay.
My whole goal was to get all of them out. I
Okay.
don't necessarily see why we need to keep Reyna.
I am trepidatious about this for many reasons, and the only reason I've suggested Reyna is because even if she does not have the spell prepared today, we are more likely to be able to survive within the city for a day. And then Reyna can be our exit.
Okay, there's a point to consider. Do we just want to hide somewhere in the city until we can all get it together and escape?
All of us?
Or
I
do
would
we
not
want
do
to
that.
escape
That's
immediately?
so risky. And we have to
It
lose
is.
them within the city, which will be extremely hard. No inn will take us.
Right.
They will be searching the place top to bottom, hiding every possible place we could think, anti-magic, everything. They will do everything they can to find us. It'll be almost
Okay.
impossible to hide within the city walls.
So scratch that. We're not hiding in the city. So we escape immediately.
We have to.
Okay. So the plan as of so far, we get in the building, we drop a fog cloud. Jason goes, picks the locks off the handcuffs. The three of us hold off Jond'athan and his...
Or Eli.
The four of us hold off Jond'athan and his chucklefucks. And the rest of the family makes their escape.
Right.
We need to either buy boat, spell, or land. Spell is the second
Top
option.
priority.
We need to make our second decision now on whether we want boat or land.
I vote both.
If we choose boat, we need to go make the bribe
This
tonight
morning in the morning.
or first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
We don't want too much opportunity for the knowledge that someone is seeking to move people out of the city to travel.
How far is the docks from there?
From the warehouse party?
Mike's.
Sorry, I keep muting whenever you guys like do a spiel. Not that far.
Okay. Less distance than the 2 hours?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Like the area, the industrial area that you're currently in is quite far to the south of the city,
Alright.
and the docks are the most southern part of the city.
Alright.
With that, we need to make a bribe to whoever is running the ship to be prepared to leave at any given moment. Because we cannot take the time to raise sails to get things ready. We need them to be ready to leave when we get there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus, if we go by boat and we end up needing to flee with them, we have some defensible positions on boats that I think we are a bit more adept at being on a ship than most.
Okay.
Okay. So first thing in the morning, perhaps before dawn, we go out to the docks, see if we can find something, and if not, we change the plan to be overland.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would we like to do a quick split and somebody go get Eli and then...
I can message Eli. I'm actually out of magic for the night. But in the morning I can message Eli to meet us somewhere. Splitting while we are being hunted is a poor decision.
4 people
Especially-
traveling together is not inconspicuous.
It's not, but also we are not inconspicuous individually. Cade and Jason could easily get away with walking around, but Adra, you are very conspicuous. You are green and blue. They have not seen my face thus far, as far as I am aware.
Okay. That is the plan then.
Yes. All right.
All in all,
Alright, I'll take first watch.
I will take second watch.
you need a third?
I'll take that.
Okie doke. Yeah, you each begin bedding down for the night. If that's everything everyone wants to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Long Shadow. What do you do on your? Well, Jason. No, Jason first watch. What do you do on your watch?
I'm gonna sit with, or Jason's gonna sit with his back against the door, just kind of like mentally preparing himself. Nothing too special.
Okay. And yeah, you while away the hours as the night turns even darker, and it passes that incident. Long Shadow, how do you spend your watch?
I bring a small booklet out from my bag, something that is more for notes than spellcasting. And I'm going to sketch for a little bit. Not a picture, but designs. I'm going to begin to trace out arcane sigils and start organizing placements on a piece of engineering that I think I shall work on.
Okay. You start working on this, and like this city is strangely quiet at night, more so than any city you've lived in before. It almost seems to completely shut down after dark, and every slight noise outside the window distracts you. You're on edge all night, certain that you're being watched. But the hours pass.
Every once in a while, I am going to try and do the thing that I did earlier in Divine Sense.
Mm-hmm. And you feel nothing strange. Just that hint of divinity from you, Audra, and Jason, and that hint of evil off of Cade.
Herman.
I'm gonna close my eyes real quick.
You have mentioned to me that you are both Hermes and Evandra, patron of travelers, and some of the fastest travelers in the world come from you. Tomorrow we are going to need help. If there is anything you can do to help Kate's parents get away, I would appreciate it.
Not a formal prayer, nothing like that.
Okay.
He's just gonna speak those words out.
Oh, that's the wrong die. Okay. Kenna and Ben, can you each roll me a d10, please?
Oh, that's not a D10. Here you go. Oh, 9.
10.
It's a 91. Okay.
I don't know what that means.
That's either really good or really bad, depending
Really
on
bad.
which way.
There's no middle
right.
ground there.
There is no middle ground.
You say this not quite a prayer, but a message to someone that you believe to be keeping an eye out for you. And after that, the night passes without much incident. And Kenna and Audra and Cade, you wake up. You're awoken by Long Shadow for your joint watch.
Mm-hmm.
If there's anything you'd like to do, otherwise you can just move on.
Cade will just sit quietly, and just in his mind is gonna, like I said last session, is just gonna ask Long Shadow to not Long Shadow, Shadow Cleaver to give as much of himself as he can tomorrow when they're fighting.
Okay.
Just
yeah, you said that last
needing
time.
as much of his power, and then he's gonna take a moment and he's just gonna ask him, you said Ar'ran Jond'athan's hexblade, that it was fully recognized, as if it was fully formed,
Fully realized.
fully realized.
His weapon is not the
If
broken form that I am.
I wondered about that. If we overcome him, could you use that to make yourself stronger? Feed on its power to make yourself stronger?
The only form of action I could recommend if you acquire that weapon is to destroy it.
So you can't use it to.
That weapon is designed for one thing: agony and punishment.
You're avoiding the answer to my question, though.
I could not.
Okay.
Its power is drawn from Belial.
Okay. We'll destroy it then.
What? what's Ar'ran doing?
I just had the realization of, oh, that's why he wants to kill Belial, because he draws that was the moment where I connected those two things. That just occurred to me.
A person who thinks all the time has nothing except thoughts.
A person who thinks all the time.
Yeah, Audra?
Audra is just going to kind of be in her head, and she is going to reach out as much as she knows how, which she doesn't. And she's just going to kind of be searching for any sort of, I don't know, like holy, not even holy, just godly presence. And she's just going to be like, hey, if you're out there, just give me the strength to keep my friends safe tomorrow. That's all I ask. If you're there. And then, yeah, that's it.
Hello, please don't leave me on red.
So you close your eyes and reach out with this sense, this new outlook on the world, and you know you're a ways from the docks, but the sound of waves lapping on the shore is just echoes into the room.
Audra kind of like lifts one eye and is like, where the oh.
It's not loud. It sounds like it's coming from a ways away, but it's noticeable. You don't know.
She's just gonna whisper really quietly.
You can't quite be certain if it's just the quiet is increase the sensitivity you're hearing, or whether it's something, an answer. But
Okay.
you notice it.
You say something, Audra?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
How are you feeling about tomorrow?
I'm nervous, but I'm ready. What about you?
Part of me feels like I should be nervous, but I think I am, but there's just so many other things in my head right now. More determination than anything else.
Good.
I know we might have to run tomorrow, but I really hope we don't have to. I don't want him to continue being here. Poisoning this place with his rule. It's not right. We ran from him once before. I don't want to run from him again. This has to end.
We can try. And we will try our hardest.
Yeah.
But I am going to encourage you to put one thing at the forefront of your mind, and it is to keep yourself safe and out of their hands.
I'll try.
your hardest.
Yeah.
And I will try mine.
Okay. All right. Well, hopefully it all goes to plan. I mean, it never does, but
I was gonna say, we'll see about that.
yeah. I've got a good
Alright.
feeling about it, though. I think we'll be fine.
Me too.
Okay. And the rest of the night passes without incident, and before long, day begins to break. And the first sign of daybreak comes a little earlier than you were expecting. Through not quite direct sunlight through the window, but you feel this very faint amount of sunlight. And when you go to the window to check it, Cade, you would be very familiar with this effect, but it is the first sunlight shining through the crystal in the palace.
Yeah.
The Solomon Castra. And Audra, if you go to the window, you would also see there is these technicolor lights that spread across the entire city, and one shaft has gone straight through the window of your tavern room. You get an impression
Audra stands directly in it.
it's bright.
Is it warm?
It's pretty warm, yeah. It's not hot. It's warm. It's just feeling like the feeling of sunlight on your face.
This is so nice.
But yeah, if you stand in the sunlight, you can just see where it's reflecting off of, and there's a very small portion of the top of the Solomon Castra you can see peeking through the buildings.
Audra's gonna kind of be like, man, I am so bummed we have to leave this city so fast.
Well,
So am I.
one day we will go to a city without having to avoid a massive organization.
That'd
One day.
be nice.
That would be nice.
Okay. So yep, dawn has broken.
Okay.
Long Shadow, do you want to contact Eli? And we can head down to the docks and see if we can find passage for Kate's parents.
That sounds like a plan. Let me just. And he like starts messing with the fur so that the side that was on the pillow is not completely flat.
I'm going to buy you a comb.
I have a comb. It's called my claws. And he just. Yes. Eli, meet us at the docks. We are attempting to arrange transport for your parents. Bring money if you have any. We
Aunt
are
and uncle.
poor.
Oh,
for your aunt and
his
uncle.
parents are dead.
His parents are dead. His aunt and uncle.
Did you say aunt and uncle?
We would have said aunt and uncle. Long Shot is smarter than I am.
Yeah.
I'm a dumb boy.
Long Shadow also for Long Shadow it's also been a matter of hours. For Aaron, it's been a week.
Yeah, it's been a week.
So that's fair.
I always forget that Eli is not Cade's brother. It's his cousin.
My God.
That's when we find out. Actually,
Immediate betrayal.
secret
betrayal
love
and
child.
You are my brother, Eli. I love you.
Well, Eli's a full elf, not a half elf, so there's no way it comes from Cade's mum.
Correct.
He also looks exactly like his uncle. So no, not his uncle, like Cade's uncle.
Okay, there you go. There you go. That's better.
He also looks exactly like Cade's uncle. Right.
The noble cucking.
And yeah, you get a response, which is
Aaron, you gotta stop.
Mute.
it may take some time, but I will meet you there.
Okay, sounds good. Eli says he shall meet us at the docks.
All right.
I'm pretty sure it is much farther for him to travel than it is for us.
I have a traveler's cloak, right? I do. Let me look at my inventory.
Let me see. Actually, I might have something that helps in my inventory. Let me check something, actually.
I do have a cloak. I'm gonna put that up.
Okay. Yes. So what are you guys doing?
So a couple of my components require small bags of ash. I'm gonna pull one of them out.
Adra, if you wanted to perhaps take some color from your skin, you could always use it as a little bit of makeup just to make it less noticeable that you are a green-blue shade. If you do not want to, that is also fine.
I don't want
He's gonna
to.
take a large step back.
All right, that is fine. I just figured I would offer.
Thank you for your offer. But no, thank you.
Okay. Now we've dodged that bullet.
Yeah. Buddy and I both just went,
Cancelled. Episode 21. Cancelled.
Oh my god, it's like a gray color. It's not even. You're the fucking worst. You're the worst.
bum,
What the?
I'm a drow, not a nerd. That's a Community reference where they did that joke.
Yep.
You can't get that episode on Netflix because of that joke.
No way.
Yeah, they took it down. Anyway.
Anyway.
Okay. And you guys head to the docks? What are you guys doing?
Audra, does Audra see any flags of any companies, any associations that
Oh, so
she's
you're at the
familiar
docks.
with?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just going. We're not
Yeah,
stopping
you make
anywhere. We're
yeah,
just
you make your way
going.
there. And it's where you arrived the day before. So I mean there are all the ships have flags. Some of them fly the flags of nations. There are a couple that fly the flag of Solon, some that fly the flag of the Empire.
Are there any Lorcar ships?
Lorca or Passenfold?
Lorcar. We have letters of introduction from Lorcar.
Yes. There is a single
Oh.
ship that flies the flag of Lorcar, of Dock Lorcar.
Nice.
I wrote that I said it 19 or a 20, it would have happened. You rolled a 19.
Perhaps we check with that ship first. With our political favor in Lorcar, we could give them some payment up front and ask Akna to perhaps, I would message her for her permission, of course, but to perhaps cover a bit of the cost.
Yeah,
Maybe do something with
Let's try for
trading
now.
incentives.
that'd be a good idea.
All right, let's go find the first mate or the captain.
Yes, let us try this.
Okay. So you head over to the to that ship, which is the Lorcarian mate.
The Perseverance. Let's do that one.
No, it's the Lorcarian mate.
Damn.
Got it.
I wanted a NASA
Uh-huh.
reference. That was really cool.
And you the people loading loading various goods, and yeah, it
Does
seems
it
to
look
be.
like it's a trading ship?
It seems like part of their purpose is trading, at least. It doesn't look like it's not like a freight trading ship. There's not like loads of stuff. But yeah, it's like seems like part of it would be the exchange of goods.
Pardon me, would you happen to know where your first mate or captain is located?
Hey, you can try on the up in the quarters. I have to show you to the quartermaster. I'll have to let you on.
That is totally fine.
Quartermaster, people, and he just goes back to holding a box away.
I like
That's how
that guy. I
fucking
like that person.
yeah. That's how Audra and Jason solve problems. These are
Quartermaster.
seafaring folk.
People.
And he just goes back to like middle of holding a box somewhere, and a person in not unfine clothes comes up to you. They've got like a clipboard with them, and been ordering people around, and he goes, yes, can I help you? It's a very finely groomed half orc.
Pardon me, we were hoping to inquire about as to when you are planning on when this ship is planning on departing.
We ship out later this afternoon.
This is a bit odd to say, so how about we introduce ourselves first? I am Longest Shadow of the Moon. Hello, we are part of a small group called the Wavebreakers.
We would like
We
to
have
speak
some
to your captain
cargo.
or your first mate.
Two people said things at once. I'm Carlisle.
Nice to meet you, Carlisle. May we speak to your captain or your first mate? We have some potential business we would like to conduct with the ship.
He looks you up and down. Make me a persuasion check.
Okay. Oh! Not bad, persuasion. Where's my persuasion? Okay, 19.
Okay. Yes, certainly, what is this regarding business you want?
The potential hauling of some cargo that we have acquired.
Very well. May I ask why our ship?
Because you are a Lorcar ship, are you not? We're interested in our cargo going to Lorcar, and I don't necessarily see any other ships here that look like they're from Lorcar. We figured you were our best bet.
Oh, very well. Come with me. I'd prefer if you could you store your weapons.
Oh, absolutely.
He gestures to a box next to the captain's quarters. Just an empty
Sure.
chest. He kicks out open. It's like, could you please deposit them?
Take a second of like holding onto it, and then drops the Blade Singer sword in. Is like, and then drops the throwing the returning dagger like way easier. It's like, eh.
Can I do a really quick insight check on this
Yeah, go
person? Holy, I'm rolling this die the rest of the day.
Let's go.
Unnatural 20.
Yeah, he seems like an honest person who just had a small group of heavily armored, very strong-looking people walk onto his ship and ask to see his captain.
Cool. Yeah, I dropped my swords in there. Just want to make sure he's not going to steal my weapons, you know?
He seems more interested in keeping his captain alive.
That's fair, because then I'd have to kill him.
And he wouldn't be doing his job if he didn't make you turn them over.
Good job. Good job, sir.
Does everyone else? I know Long Shadow does. Okay. Cade?
I think Cade doesn't even fucking have to.
Cade doesn't have a sword.
Okie doke.
Oh wait, no, Cade does have a normal sword because we gave him a normal sword in case so that he wouldn't have to pull out
we
shadow
did give him
sword.
a short sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes to like walk in.
You have a cutlass.
It's like, I don't have a sword. It's like,
And he
But
just
it's
puts a
clearly
hand on
there.
your chest. It's like,
what?
he just points at your waist.
Oh, I forgot it was there. Sticks in the pot. Don't normally carry a sword.
And he lets you in. And the inside is
a
just
recent addition.
Sorry?
It's a recent addition to our crew. He does not normally carry around a sword. I
see.
apologize for his conduct.
Well, if you'll hold on a moment. And he enters inside. You just wait here. After a few moments, he comes back out and says, very well, the captain will see you now. And inside, it's modestly, but not grubbily appointed room. There's a map with the trading routes on it in the center. Small living quarters, and the captain, who is a purple tiefling, in quite nice, looks like quite official Lorcari Doc Lorcari garb. Looks like she might work for the city, possibly. And yeah. If you hello, what is this pertaining to?
Oh, hello. We were hoping to have some cargo transported to Lorcar.
You're Long Shadow, yes?
Yes.
Very well. I'm Captain Vida.
Is her first name Vel?
No.
Close, but no cigar.
One day we'll encounter the Velveeta, the Holy Grail.
Oh my god.
About La Vida Loca.
Oh,
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Pardon me, but my compatriots and I were hoping to... This is an odd request, but we were wondering if we could pay you. The reason that we are wanting to seek transport to Lorcar is because we are actually hoping to transport not for ourselves. Our cargo would be 2 to 3 people who are friends of ours. We are hoping... This is not... Audra, can you please talk? I think he thinks I'm trying to do human trafficking.
people aren't cargo. You were asking for passengers.
You're right. People are not cargo. My name is Audra. I'm the captain of the Dawn Rider. Unfortunately, we had to send my ship away because it is a little inconspicuous. We are friends of Akna from
That's a lot.
Lorcar. We are the Wavebreakers. We are here in the city to rescue some people from some bad people. However, because we had to send my ship away, we need to transport them away from here. They're in danger.
Audra, show her the badge.
I do.
It's not a badge, it's a letter.
I showed them the
I
letter.
know.
Okay. She takes the letter off you and she's.
Wavebreaker business.
I see. It's not a fucking license. It's a scroll.
Bro, we need to get what Wavebreaker badges made in game and
Wavebreaker
just flash
badges
them at
be like
people.
FBI.
Wavebreakers, open up.
She takes the letter off you and just unfurls it. It's just it's not a badge. It's just a letter that says these people are chill.
Yeah.
Is that the exact wording?
Absolutely, these people are chill. Signed, Akna Talon, Captain of the Mantles. And she reads it for a moment. She's like, I see. And these people you wish to transport,
They are currently being held in captivity, and we are hoping to send them with you once we break them from captivity. Not in a prison. They did not break the law. I would like to make that clear. They're being wrongfully held.
If the people are being wrongfully held, why not tell the city guard?
Because the city guards are the ones wrongfully holding them.
That sounds like a prison
He
break.
says with a straight
Sounds like
face.
a-
That sounds.
That sounds
Captain
really
Vita.
bad.
She pushes the letter away from her slightly. It's like,
We would also be willing to pay an amount of gold.
this, as well as being trading, is something of a diplomatic ship. And the transport of wanted criminals,
They're
however
not
wrongfully
criminals.
or not, is something that would reflect poorly, let us say, on this ship and Dock Lorcar by extension.
Captain Vita, might I ask you, what diplomatic interest do you have here?
Jason?
Jason, can Jason look at her fingers?
Sure.
Oh
She got
shit,
ring.
that's a great point. That's a great point, Jason.
Has she got a specific ring that we're all aware of?
She would not have that specific ring. As
Okay.
with your passive perception, I won't even make you roll for it.
It's a great
We're all
point,
about to-
Jason.
really got long shadow.
Not only did Long Shadow blow the whole plan, he blew the whole plan for one of the
Jesus
members.
Christ.
Hey, no one told him that we were lying to this person.
Ar'ran Jond'athan
Great.
busts down the door. And okay,
Should never have come here.
I knew you'd come to this ship. I'm so smart.
He
I
would
like
say
to think-
that. He would
I like
say
to think
that.
You've been building him up as like this intelligent person, but actually he has an intelligence of like 8.
He's like Crusoe from.
Okay. And we have someone had official business in the Citadel. I wasn't made aware of the specifics. It's one of the ambassadors from Dock Lorcar.
One of the ambassadors from Dock Lorcar. Perhaps if your ambassador were to agree to this, would you be more willing to
This is my ship.
take on this cargo? Oh, that is why I asked your opinion first, and I do not mean to offend in any way.
The ambassador is one of the things I'm transporting. While we are transporting her, we are bound to represent the city. But at the same time, we are also transporting goods. I'm the person you need to convince here.
Absolutely. Since you
As-
are,
Go on.
since you are of a, since you do have diplomatic interest in this city's relationship with Dock Lorcar, are you aware of the political undertones that are happening with the city guard and the officials?
I am not.
Okay.
Oh, boy,
Have
where
you
are
by
we gonna
chance heard of the Cult of Soros?
Oh, that is a name to be throwing around right now.
Oh.
I have
is if.
no idea what you're talking about.
Insight check.
Roll an insight check.
Bro, it took us
You
like
really not? Oh,
4
I'm
months of traveling to
dice
figure it
the
out.
rest of the night. Oh my god. Insight check. That's +2, I think. 17, 18, 19.
She just seems confused, and she seems suspicious of you and your intent on your motives. And
We spend the next 3 hours describing everything in detail as to what has happened
No.
over the last 6
Okay,
months.
so about 4 months ago, I killed my uncle. Okay.
Not 3 hours, but in roughly 15 minutes, I would like to sum up the major points of the Cult of Soros and what
We're
they're doing.
really gonna tell
Really?
this
We're
person?
really doing this. Oh my god.
Absolutely
Yeah.
not.
Okay, make a persuasion
That-
check with disadvantage.
That is
With disadvantage.
we're
In
actually
15
doing
minutes?
this here, guys.
You're actually telling this person?
Yeah, and I would like to
No, we don't
I
know
would like
them.
to tell her that there are political prisoners being held by a corrupt system, and that this is endangering the city.
I'm
of
gonna have to
Warhawk.
sink another ship. Oh god.
Shut the fuck up!
Fuck.
Longshot opens his spellbook. Maximilian's Earthen Grasp.
For real, for real. I
Fuck.
want to stress to Captain Vita that this directly affects the relationship between Doc Lorcar
Mm-hmm.
and Kate
Okay.
Solon, and that this puts them in danger.
Make a persuasion
I'm
check
trying-
with disadvantage.
Can
Is there
I,
anything
once
can do
they've,
to
I want to try and help, but I don't know
I
if that
rolled a
will make things
19.
worse.
I rolled a 19 and a 12, so 13.
I want to say something, but it might make it worse.
I thought about plopping gold on the table, and I'm like, nah, they're gonna take that as an insult.
That so many times.
Okay, does anyone want to do anything to help with this roll and make it flat?
It's just as there's that moment of just like silence after Audra finished speaking. She's clearly thinking. Kate's just gonna look at her and just be like, "My family needs my help.
Oh,
Please."
you going for the puppy eyes right now? Is that what you're trying to use to help?
He's not. It's
Okay,
not quite that.
Okay, make a
but he's-
performance check.
Oh God.
We came here to convince this woman, and Cade's gonna accidentally seduce her.
Yeah, because that's how you seduce a woman. You act pathetic in front of her.
It's worked for me for a couple decades.
Wow.
No, it hasn't.
Who are you seducing at
17.
0 years old?
Oh, valid.
17.
That's pretty
Okay,
decent.
Audra,
Yeah.
make a straight roll. Make a straight persuasion roll. Ignore those 2 things you rolled earlier. That doesn't
So wait, it's another persuasion roll.
Just make a straight persuasion roll. No disadvantage, no advantage.
16.
Okay. She pulls the letter closer to her again, as if she's kind of weighing up this thought. I don't know if I believe you. This is a lot of information to take on board.
It is.
She looks at Cade. I can provide transport for these people.
Yes.
However,
Fuck.
I need assurances that this will be done discreetly and cannot be tracked back to this ship.
Okay.
If you come here,
non-committal answer ever.
if you come here followed by an entourage of guards, we will not lower the plank to you. You will be on your own.
Understood.
Okay.
Any help you can give us, we appreciate. And I understand. I probably more than you know. I understand the
Furthermore,
the politics of it all. I understand.
Furthermore-
It would look bad for your people.
upon arrival in Dock Lokar, these people will be handed over to Captain Talon.
Totally fine. Totally fine. Totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
100% okay with that.
These are the conditions.
Also,
We accept.
may I also then
Yeah,
give
members
you a
of my
letter to
family.
give the captain?
Certainly.
Okay, I'm gonna take out a piece of parchment and very quickly write a letter. I am very specifically not going to mention the Cult of Soros or any of that shit in a piece of paper that can be tracked, but I am going to bring down, there's a corrupt system going on in Cape Solon. These are parents of one of our members. We would very much appreciate them getting some sort of like diplomatic standing or being taken into hiding. Stuff like that.
Vida asks, may I see that before you seal it?
Yes, here you are.
Thank you. She takes it. She's basically just checking that she doesn't need to burn it if they get boarded.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There should be nothing sensitive in there. I'm not even going to use names. I'm going to be using just like pronouns and shit like that.
Yeah, for sure. And she seems satisfied and passes it back to you. And you can seal it and yeah.
And then I take a little bit of wax, strip it on there, use a seal, hand it to the captain again.
Cool. So discreetly and without a trace.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes back to
Thank
her.
you.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Means a lot.
Very well. Gestures
Okay.
to leave. And you can collect your weapons, and the quartermaster sees you out. And on the waiting on the docks when you disembark from the ship is Eli.
Eli. Hey.
Eli is facing away from you, looking regarding a nearby building, and he kind of talks out the corner of his mouth and is like, "Don't address me so directly."
That's hilarious.
Awkwardly stands next to him, purposely looking in the opposite direction.
I'm going to drape my arm around Cade and kind of keep walking past Eli.
Jason, have you ever seen anything more conspicuous?
Subtlety. Is it
Subtlety. I do not think
see,
that
Eli
Eli
has
has
actually-
spent much time with the arts.
Eli actually has someone with him.
What the
and
fuck?
Cade would recognize this person as it was one of the it was one of the general purpose servants who would do things like travel messages, things like that. What's his name, Cade?
Oh yeah, okay. What's
Remember
the lead servant's name?
He's a member of your household. Name him.
Fucking. I don't know.
Dave?
Not Dave.
Bartholomew.
Bartholomew.
Sure.
Good old Barty.
Crouch Jr.?
No. Bartholomew, he's brought Bartholomew with him. And he almost sounds like he's talking to Bartholomew, but he's talking out the corner of his mouth to you. He's like, there were a number of guards outside of the estate when I woke up this morning. So I had Bartholomew here accompany me to hopefully make it seem less conspicuous that I am traveling. You also see that Eli does not currently have a he's not carrying anything. He has his sword at his side, but he's not wearing any armor. It's like, Bartholomew has my armor in the bag. I assume today is the day you wish to assault.
Yes.
We have just...
I'm going to I'm gonna walk past with Jason, the two of us like arm in arm like compatriots, and as I pass him, I'm gonna bump past him and go,
We have just organized transport for your aunt and uncle. We are headed there now.
On this ship?
The Locarian one.
Very well.
I'm gonna keep walking. Keep my ass walking.
Jason, have you ever considered, what if we were to take a watermelon and grow it inside of a barrel, and then we would have a barrel-shaped watermelon?
But do watermelons grow indefinitely then?
They grow pretty large, but if we used magic to make it grow even bigger.
Even bigger than a normal watermelon.
And then what we do is we dry the outside while it is still wet inside, and it ferments, and we make an alcohol inside of the melon. It is a traveling business where you grow barrels of alcohol.
Why? Where does this come from?
This is just us making chit chat as we're walking up and down to seem inconspicuous.
Have you ever seen
Eli
a crocodile?
Yeah, Eli is going to start walking away from the docks. Kind of gesturing slightly. He's like, he's just talking to Bartholomew. He's just like, follow me. And then he starts walking away.
I would say we continue this general chit chatter a distance behind him, make it seem like we're just. And Audra pipes up and she goes, "I've heard lobsters grow indefinitely."
Crocodiles do.
What? Yes, actually, crocodiles and alligators were both native to the jungles of Runataksuyu. They're quite tasty.
They keep growing. They don't stop. If they
I don't know.
When are we gonna find out that Bartholomew is like a massive warforged hiding in like human skin, and he's gonna come out and save?
No, he's quite a weedy little. He's got quite a weedy little high elf.
Bless.
I'm saying this is all an illusion. We're gonna find out he's a robot. It's gonna happen. We head to the warehouse.
He's about middle-aged.
Bartholomew,
well,
activate.
I mean, he's a high elf. So no, never mind. He'd look quite young because he's a high elf.
Bartholomew, activate instant kill mode.
And then after a while,
40.
Eli leads you on a bit of a merry chase through the city, taking a few odd turns, and eventually he gets into quite a little back alley in the industrial district, where he stops and waits for you to catch up. He's like, "I believe we're somewhat safe here."
Right.
No, we shouldn't linger.
No, you're right.
I'm assuming you have a plan.
Several,
we do.
Apparently.
Very well.
He's
gonna start. He's gonna take the bag off of Bartholomew and start opening it up, and starts pulling pieces of armor out and getting himself into it.
Okay. So, Audra's gonna lay out the plan for him, and she's just gonna be like, "If you stick close to me until we get them free, and then you go with them, that should suffice and be fine."
So, what you want from Eli in this thing is basically you want him to just lay down the hurt once you drop the fog cloud?
Yeah. We want him to be a combatant and to cover the parents' escape, and hopefully, because he knows the city pretty well, be able to lose whatever guards are following specifically those three and make it to the ship. Like, them getting to the ship is mostly going to be his responsibility.
I have a question. How, I ask Eli, I say, do you have the ability to make people invisible?
No.
Okay. Do you have the ability to disguise yourself?
My magic is entirely combative.
Oh. Okay. Cade, how many people can you turn invisible?
Myself and 2 others.
Could you make 3 people who are not yourself?
No. It's 2 additional targets.
Well, you can it says target of touch, right? It doesn't necessarily say target of self on visibility.
Yes.
So
3
you
people.
could. So
3 people.
You could choose to make Eli and your parents invisible and them to get away. Because again, Reyna, I think, is probably going to stay with us.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that then. Yeah. I can make up to 3 people invisible. I could give you guys an extra layer if you can get to me before you escape. I can.
Long Shadow, can you draft up a letter for them to give to the captain when they invisibly appear on their ship?
Already done.
And I hand it to Eli.
Oh, thank you.
It's just like, hey, Captain, these are the people. Get them the fuck out of here. It's basically the note, and it's from Long Shadow.
Okay.
But it does not have Vita's name or anything connecting it to the specific boat.
For sure.
Okay.
And basically, so Eli looks a little bit skeptical. He's like, have we considered...
Yes.
Playing along.
You mean
There's
bringing
one.
Cade in.
I believe letting Cade into the belly of the beast, however temporarily, might be the only way to get Jond'athan's personal attention.
I agree.
I agree with
That is why we are going in the front doors. If you want it to be that you are bringing in Cade, that can be the narrative. But the whole point is most of us to be going in the front door anyway, so starting with a distraction is not necessarily the worst thing.
Yeah, I won't be able to make Jason invisible if I'm saving that for the others.
I don't
That's
need to
fine.
be invisible.
Okay.
We had already said that Jason was not going to be invisible while in the warehouse.
Right.
So, can you run me through the plan again? You're yeeting Jason up to the window.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna go
Dropping-
in. Yeah. The rest of us are gonna come to the front. We're going to make a distraction and attack, while he's gonna go sneak around the back and undo the handcuffs on the two Arcanists. Hopefully, they'll be able to help us get them out of the building, because the building is not ridiculously huge. It's a warehouse, but it's not like it's not like it's going to be a dungeon to get through there. And then once we've regrouped with the parents, Cade to turn the parents and Eli invisible, them to use that extra hour of running ahead to go towards the docks, them get on the ship. The rest of us fly by the seat of our fucking pants and hopefully make it out okay.
Okay, and this distraction, you want it to happen outside the warehouse?
We want Eli to take us and Cade into the warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Is the plan.
We want
And
to
if
get
we
in.
have to stay outside, then it happens, but the goal is to make it in.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Jond'athan has seen the two of you before. Gestures to Audra and Jason.
Yes.
Yes.
And that is why Audra will be joining us a few seconds staggered after combat has begun. And Jason is the hidden one. The ones who he shall see approaching are you, myself, and Cade.
The pseudo dragon
So
was.
when is Audra
following
coming
you,
in?
though.
I'm sorry.
So the whole point is Audra is going to be throwing Jason up the same time we come in through the front of the warehouse.
Okay, and then
she's
Audra is
coming
backing you
around.
up once the combat starts.
Long
Yeah.
Shadow.
Okay.
I think you should come in with Audra. Whilst that is risky, the pseudo dragon did follow you.
He wasn't.
the pseudo-dragon-
He was disguised at that time, though.
The pseudo-dragon followed about 4 different elves, none of which were me. And it definitely did not follow.
And as I put my hand over my face, I'm gonna stay at Tabaxi, but I'm gonna look like Captain Lostblade.
Okay.
I'm gonna look like the pirate kid, the guy, because fuck it, if I'm gonna ruin someone's reputation, might as well make it somebody I don't like.
Captain Lastblade.
Lastblade.
um.
That's the dude who I burned his ship down, Audra.
Yeah.
If you're wondering.
Ugh.
Eli.
You mean
Eli.
the freedom fighters.
See, Eli is So
Terrorists.
what's your story in this ruse?
You
Me?
hired him.
Yeah, it's a long
You
shadow.
hired me. You
Okay.
hired me. It can be as easy as that. Rich people hire other people to get their dirty work done constantly.
True enough. Very well then.
And the story does not have to be that convincing. It just needs us to get us through the door.
Very well then. And do we have? It means so. Do you have manacles or something for Cade?
Audra. The ones we used on Eli. Oh, it's Jason. Yes.
Is there a way for us to break a mechanism inside the manacles without them? You know how it makes you can swing them open really easily? Is there a
To
way
make it
for
look
us
like they're
to-
locked without locking them,
Yeah.
essentially.
Well, manacles they have an external lock. They don't have locks on them.
Okay.
So it's like a padlock.
Is
You
it
add to it.
okay? So can we have the padlock on there and just not click it all the way?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So Eli gives a hand for the manacles.
Jason.
Can I insight check him again really
Go ahead.
quick? Okay. I'm so suspicious.
Trust him.
Don't be
Long
suspicious.
Shadow,
Don't be
have-
suspicious.
Have you got some?
He seems honest.
Fuck.
Some.
Have you got some paper?
I have I'm running a little
Expendable.
low, but I have some paper. This is not spellcasting. This is not spellcasting paper I'm using, by the way, Brody.
No,
Just
Yeah,
letting you know.
no. He just wants to like rip up tiny little balls of paper and shove it in the mechanism of the lock so it doesn't lock properly.
Oh, okay.
Even if it does slip, there'll be.
I have some
something
spare scraps of cloth. Perhaps we use that.
Easy
instead
enough,
of
easy
my-
enough. But yeah, Eli's got his hand outstretched for the manacles.
We give him the manacles.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna question it. We're just gonna do it.
He goes, Cade.
Okay.
He puts your hands behind your back,
That's
and
smart. He's a
he-
smart cookie.
claps the manacles on you. It hurts a little bit.
Ow.
He was not
That's
gentle.
tight.
That's deserved.
God damn.
Tight.
That's
Damn it.
valid.
Eli.
You are able to. You can tell there's enough give. You would just need to get the padlock off, like flick it off, and then you would be able to bring yourself free. So it would probably take a bonus action to do.
Cool.
But yeah, you are able to get free of it, but they were closed just a little bit harshly.
All right then. Shall we all get into position?
I'm
Yeah.
ready.
Oh my
All right.
god. Okay, Audra is like ready and ready to go. McKenna's hands are sweating. I'm shaking. I'm
Yeah.
fucking nervous.
I'm
Okay.
gonna take Audra and Jason to the little alleyway that I had used to like spy into the warehouse. So that way they can be ready for when the plan is supposed to begin, and then I'm gonna rejoin Eli and Cade.
You make your way.
Yeah.
You start making your way there, and we're gonna pick up there right after the break.
Oh,
We will be back here at 1:15, so 12 minutes from now. We'll be out here at 9:15 GMT.
Nice.
See you then.
Come back to watch us die.
Bonsoir.
Hello and welcome back to the show's a mimic, the Sorodin Chronicles. I'm Berthy.
Hello, hello.
So last time, we left off. Before the break, we left off right before you were going to begin your assault on the warehouse where Cade's parents are being held. Cade's parents and sister, his family, are being held. You have Eli Vakian at your side, Cade's cousin. And your current plan is to yeet Jason in through the window while Long Shadow, Eli, and Cade run distraction at the front, making play that they are handing over Cade. And meanwhile, Audra will be rolling in like a battering ram right after the initial thing. Okay, so you've arrived at the location. You showed Jason and Audra to the place where you had hid in the previous place.
I'm going to message them when it's time for them to start trying to get in.
Okay. And that's telepathic, right?
No, I'm saying like as we're walking up, I'm going to message them. It's not going to be like once we're mid conversation.
But does that have a vocal component?
It does. That's why I'm saying I'm going to have to whisper it.
All right. And so yes, and but you're right underneath. You're in the alley right next to it, right?
Mhm.
Right, but under the window. Okay. And you are headed up to the main gate. You are disguised as Captain Lastblade, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Got the
Eli?
full pirate hat and trench coat. The sword looks like a cutlass. Got a whole
Eli
thing going on.
sends he whispers something to Bartholomew, and then he sends Bartholomew off. And he then grabs Cade behind his back by the manacles, and begins walking you towards the warehouse.
Okay.
We are beginning the plan now.
And I'm going to walk behind them. Maybe keeping a half step behind Eli.
So at the front door, there is a high elf who is a plainclothes guard. Just short sword at his side, crossbow, heavy crossbow on his back, and he's good. Eli, is this him? Looks at you up and down, Cade. Yes, this is Cade. Brought him for Jond'athan. All right. And who's this with you?
I am Captain Lastblade, hired by this one.
He knocks on the door, and it's it swings open. All right, inside.
By the way, when I said we're beginning the plan, that was to tell Audra and Jason
Yeah.
that it was time for them to go as well. Okay.
Oh, wait, no.
Can you make me a stealth check for that?
Oh, this is before? Okay.
Oh, yeah, you did before you got
Yeah.
up. Yeah, never mind.
It's okay that was a natural 20, so that's
Cool.
okay.
We're beginning the
That's a
plan.
28 total?
Okay, and you are shown in. Inside, you have seen this before, Long Shadow, but it is a plain warehouse floor. On one of the corners, there's been rudimentary sleeping arrangements for the Vakians, and otherwise it's mostly empty. There's a wooden staircase leading up to I guess it will be a balcony. It's the second floor is only around the edge of it, meaning the center is open. Then up there are windows going aside, so it's about 15 feet off the ground is the second floor. And up there, you would see for the first time, actually, in your case, Long Shadow, Ar'ran Jond'athan. He has his arms spread out on the banister, looking down at you as you enter.
He's on the second floor?
Yeah, he's on the second floor.
That's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. Immediately the plan is falling apart. Oh no.
As you enter into this space.
Oh, you bumped your mic. As you enter, Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Stop.
Hello? Hello?
Hello. Yes.
Mics are annoying. I need to switch from USB to XLR as soon as possible.
Do it.
Anyway. So you enter anything, and behind you, you hear the door swing closed, and you hear the turning of a lock.
Oh, we're in the kill box. Oh, we're so fucked.
On the balcony above, it is littered with guards, around 12 guards, each holding heavy crossbows. This is, by all definitions, a kill box.
Yep.
Fuck.
Mr. Vakian. And Mr. Vakian.
And Captain Lastblade.
I raise my hand. I'm essentially trying to give off a Jason vibe right now of not giving a fuck.
Make me a deception check.
I'm actually really good at those, surprisingly. Let's see here. All right,
I'm gonna throw up.
Okay, this is a 16 plus 1. That's a 17. Because plus 1 is really good as Lone Shadow. It's pretty decent.
Captain Lastblade. Interesting. Well, you brought him? Eli?
I was under the impression there was some kind of reward.
What did you promise him? I promised him around 500 gold for helping me acquire Cade. But,
Thought it'd be worth more than that.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
Interesting to see you here, Captain Lastblade.
I had to
So
catch
far
voyage.
So far from Runa Tuxeyu.
Oh, fuck!
I don't know if you've heard, but my ship was burnt in the harbor. I had to catch voyage here to hopefully make some money while they make repairs.
Make another deception check.
Oh, fuck. Okay. All is not lost. That's an 18 plus 1. That's a 19. Thank you, Red Die.
Then your first mate must be forging your signature.
I mean, we do what we do when we have to.
I'm not so certain I believe you.
Well, you have more than enough crossbows pointed at me if you don't believe me.
Why have you brought this impostor to me?
Oh,
Eli
fuck.
Vakian.
Oh, shit.
Fuck.
This is actually really important info, though. This means he knows Last Blade, which is,
I
this is good
know!
for me. This is good for me. I like this.
Okay, outside. Audra, are you just hawking Jason up?
That was the plan.
Okay.
Actually, before I do, I look up at the window, right? It's 2 stories up.
About 20 feet up.
Do I hear anything?
No, not really. No one's talking very loudly.
Do I see any sort of shadows crossing past the light that is
You wouldn't.
in there?
It's light out here.
Because it's light outside.
It's light outside. You wouldn't. About midday right now.
Can I make a quick perception check to see if anybody's watching us in the alley?
Yeah, go ahead.
Not great. I rolled a 9. My perception is 2. 11.
Okay. Yeah, you don't think anyone's watching you?
Okay, I look at Jason. You ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Can Audra, you make me an athletics check, and Jason, can you make me an a dexterity saving throw, actually?
Dexterity saving throw. Of course I can, sir.
Athletics. Not bad. 24.
24. Okay. What was your dex save?
I rolled a 2 plus 7 for 9.
So you yeet him up, and you go much further than you were expecting to, Jason. And you end up like slapping your hand into the side of the window, rather than onto the ledge. And then you just plummet straight down. Inside the warehouse, you just hear a bonk. You would not hear an It wasn't that slow. It was like a bird hitting the window.
What the fuck was that?
Oh,
Send someone to see what that was.
Okay.
I don't know. I slipped. You threw me harder than I thought you would.
Are you
Quick,
ready
let's try
now?
it
Do you
again.
want
We're about to die because we don't have half the party. Fuck.
So question:
Mhm.
the lock that's on the manacles that
can't
are
see it from here.
currently behind.
No, the one that's on him is what he's asking.
Oh, the one's on you. Yeah.
Yeah, the lock that's on the manacles that are currently behind my back and out of everyone's views except Eli's. Can I reasonably slip the lock off and into my hand without it being
It's metal.
without them like falling open?
I'd give you a stealth check, a sleight of hand check with disadvantage because it's clanking.
And they're all watching you.
Yeah, but they're sus already. Fuck.
Do these archers look like they're like in the moment that everyone gets surprised by the noise? Does it look like they're ready to kill me if I try anything at all?
They've all got their crossbows out. They're not quite they're not pointed at you yet, but they're out and loaded.
The mechanical question was, do they have readied actions to shoot me? Was the question.
You could probably do something stealthy. If you do something obvious, they will shoot you.
Okay, but what if? Okay, but what if that obvious thing is how wide is this warehouse?
About 35 feet. by
Can I
35.
see the Vakians from where we're at? Are they in this warehouse?
They're in the
Okay.
corner. They're in the corner of the warehouse on your level. They're also within range of someone to shoot them.
Do I think I could? Do I think I could conceivably cast a spell, verbal and somatic component, before they fired things at me?
It would probably happen at the same time. Verbal and somatic, they would easily be able to point a crossbow at you and pull the trigger, in the time it takes for you to cast something that requires verbal and somatic components.
Do I trust my AC 22? That's the question, guys. Do I trust it?
No.
You haven't got the blade song active.
I know. I'm talking 17 plus shield spell. That's 22.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do I trust that, guys?
I yeet Jason again.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think we're holding off for a moment.
Athletics check and dexterity saving throw. Inside, Jond'athan begins stepping around the outside and coming down the stairs.
Oh shit.
I believe some guards went to your premises the other night. I was harassed by some guards, yes. And they had seen something suspicious things. And now you come here, carrying someone in disguise.
Ah, fuck.
I wonder. He takes something out of his pocket.
Oh god, does he have
It's just a little. It's you can't quite tell what it is. He's got it held in both his hands. You guess it's something cylindrical, something spherical. And I wonder if this isn't the only ruse. And he's eye to eye with you now, Cade. As he steps across this thing, you hear that very unnerving chain rattling sound of the three-headed flail at his side.
Out.
Chains that you've heard in nightmares before.
Mm-hmm.
You are eye to eye with his eyes that you see now are maroon and in the light look almost crimson.
Oh, this bitch has true sight, doesn't he?
He's gonna reach behind you.
Ah, fuck that! No.
He flicks the lock.
Oh
It's
no.
currently it's got something jammed in it, so it can't close properly.
I know, he's flicking the lock
So it's
off.
flicking it open.
Oh.
He's about to challenge your ass to a fight. Is what's
And
about to happen.
he then looks eye at E level. He looks Eli in the eyes.
Eli eye level.
Yeah. And yeah. I'm very disappointed, Mr. Vakian. And he is going to press the orb against your chest and whisper something in Elvish. Make a strength check. So make a
Can I
Oh
stab him?
no!
Can I
Let me in.
stab him while he does this?
Hold on.
No, I think this is surprise round.
This is going to be an auto hit
Why
because
not?
it's right in front of you. Normally you have to throw
So
this.
what am I making? Strength save?
Hold on.
I don't like this.
Okay, so there's no actual save against it happening, and your hands fall free of the manacles, and this ball of what you now see is lots of iron bands,
iron
wrapped in
bands
almost
fall
like
down.
a rubber band ball. And he presses it against you, and then the bands expand and then wrap themselves around you, pinning your arms to your side.
Can I stab him in the throat when he does this?
Hold on.
Okay.
no.
He's not
Oh,
going to be surprised by you trying to stab you.
No, not at all.
Um,
But at this point, if his people miss, they might hit him when they kill us all.
For sure.
I should have attacked him.
Yes, okay. And with that, we are going to. I'm going to give you a chance to swing at him. So if you
Okay.
want to make an attack roll.
Do I just get the normal attack roll, or do I get a booming blade off? Or sorry, yeah, do I get a booming blade off?
I wouldn't say you'd be able to get a beaming blade.
That's okay. You know what? This is an important attack. Where's the long shadow die?
In the meantime, can everyone roll initiative, please? Actually,
Jason
what did
and
you guys? Yeah,
I-
what did you guys roll?
I rolled a 19
Jason,
for my
what did you roll?
throw.
14 plus 7, 21.
This time, you think of you kind of coordinate more. This time, it was very much a case of you were relying on your intuition before, and this time you're like, no, we need a plan.
Yeah.
And you then throw Jason in a lot more controlled manner, and Jason, you manage just to get your hands onto the inside, and you are dangling off the edge of the thing right now. You will be able to do it to chin up. Aaron, what did you roll?
I rolled a natural 19 plus 8. That's gonna be a 27 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay, let me roll my damage. This is just a little bit to get it started off with. That's minimum damage. It's gonna be 6 points of piercing damage.
6
as I
points of
stab
piercing
him.
damage.
That's
Okay.
almost nothing, but it's something.
And with that, I want everyone to roll initiative, please.
Fuck!
I've rolled.
Yeah,
It's
quick
not
question.
good.
This is decent. Okay.
But a quick question.
So what state am I in currently, buddy?
You are restrained.
Ah, fuck.
So those were the iron bands of binding, or the iron bands of Bilaro, depending on what you're reading.
I think Hex has a question. Or comment.
Okay, Jason.
Before Audra and Jason entering, would we have... Now, I understand a lock clicking is quite a muffled sound. Would a passive perception of 19 assist in whether or not we know that the main door is locked?
You do not know the main door is locked.
Okay.
It was you weren't close enough to it. It was just
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
not something you could have picked up on.
It's just going to change what Jason does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't know.
Oh shit.
I should have rolled initiative ahead of the time for these guys, but hey ho.
You know, it just occurred to me that Audra's locked outside.
Mm-hmm.
It's just occurred to me.
Yeah.
So I think my first motion should be to open the fucking door. I think that's my goal.
I approve of protect Cade.
See, protecting Cade is really high up there, but I don't have anything that can protect Cade other than killing Ar'ran, and I don't have a way to do that.
I can bust down a door.
All right. Audra, what'd you get?
What are these called, by the way?
The iron bands of binding.
Iron Bands of
Yikes.
Bilaro is easier to Google. I think it'll come up easier.
I'm not googling them. I'm
Kenna, what'd you roll?
telling someone what is happening to me right
19.
now.
19. Kate.
Thank you.
9.
Jason.
20.
Long Shadow.
18.
What's your dex? Oh yeah, never mind. Okay. Right, so top of the round is going to be Jason. And yeah, you are currently dangling off the side of a building. Unaware of anything going on that's inside the building at this point.
Yeah. Can I bonus action with my cunning action to dash? Can I sacrifice my bonus
So it's
action?
going to take half your movement to get in,
Yep.
Okay. To get in and on your feet.
Cool.
Then you could dash with the cunning action if you need to.
Yeah. So from the point where I enter.
How stealthy are you being?
It depends on what I see. To be honest, if I get in and I see everything's kicking off, not stealthy whatsoever.
You would see it would be you get in and you'd see a person holding a crossbow looking away from you, and on the bottom in this kind of kill box in the center there is your allies, Ar'ran Jond'athan, who you would recognize from Adamant, and Long Shadow as Captain Lastblade. And Long Shadow looks like he has just swung at Ar'ran Jond'athan.
Remember the mission.
Can I make out where
From this
where
direction you
Case
can't see where the
Vakian is?
Vakians are.
Okay.
But you would know from Long Shadow telling you would know where in the building they are.
Yeah.
Basically, if you come in through this window, you will be above them.
How sturdy is the balcony?
Pretty sturdy. You couldn't break through it very
Try
easily.
and collapse the balcony, killing the Vakians underneath it.
No, like the barister for the balcony.
Oh, okay.
With your strength, you couldn't break it.
Yeah.
It's sturdy. It's designed not to let people fall off it.
Of course. I'll tell you what then. Jason is seeing everything like kicking off. He's just gonna be like, "Oh shit, here we go," and he is going to use the last of his movement and try and jump over the balcony. But he's going to try and grab the neck of the guy with the crossbow and pull him over with him and attempt to like RKO him.
Make an athletics check.
From the balcony.
That's the fucking coolest thing I've heard all day. That's the coolest thing I've heard all day, Hex.
Athletics.
Yeah.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Fuck's sake. 3 plus 2 is 5.
So yeah, you try and do that. So you, not being stealthy as you exit, the guy kind of half turns around, and you were aiming for where he was, and your arm goes like he manages to just kind of step aside slightly, looking very confused, and you just go over the edge. How does fall damage on 5e work?
For every 10 feet, it's 1d6.
Okay, and you take 1d6 damage as you land.
Okay.
You take 5 damage.
That's actually a lot for Jason.
That's like fucking a quarter of my health.
It's 15 feet, and you kind of fell a bit clumsily because you were expecting to be bringing someone down with you.
Yeah.
Make an acrobatics check.
Mate, my dice has been rolling. I'm tempted to
but your acrobatics is insane, remember?
Saying that, I've just rolled a fucking natural 20, as tends to be the case.
You managed to land on your feet, but you hear a crack as you do, and ow!
Oh no!
Like you're still able to walk, but you're a bit unsteady, and you've got shooting pains up and down your leg as you fall 15 feet.
Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah. That was a 32 for reference. The acrobatics.
Right. So, is that everything? You've landed on the floor. You use your action to attempt to grapple.
Yeah. Yeah, that's everything.
If that's everything, we'll move on to Audra.
Right. As soon as he's up there and he looks like he's dangling just fine, I'm sprinting around to the front. Yeah, and that was the plan for me to like bust down the door, so
you're heading right to the front?
Yep.
Okay. As you're encountered that, there is a shut door and a guard.
Great. I'm gonna rage and just ram through the guard through the door.
Okay.
Realize I don't know that I won't get through both of those, but the goal is to get through both.
Alright, first of all, make me a strength check. I can make me an athletics check.
And those are at advantage, because of the rage.
Ooh, that was even better. 18 plus 8, 26.
26. Okay, make me an attack roll.
Oh, 18 plus 8, 26.
Okay. Yeah, you just spin around this corner and like a raging bull, just fucking pick this guy up and charge through the door. I'm gonna say you're gonna take a D4 of D6 of damage at that speed and strength. You take 6 damage, half to 3 of bludgeoning damage. Yep. And this guy is gonna take a D8. He takes 8 damage from being shoved through this door, which splinters and breaks at the lock. As a bit of cement just turns to dust as the door swings open. And you are standing there in the midst of this thing. You were expecting more smoke. There's no fog in here.
There's no fog. There's no fog.
Audra's gonna look around and be like, fog?
There's just a limping Jason.
She's gonna take quick stock of the situation and be like, fuck.
I'm gonna say that's everything for you. That's your movement, your action, and your bonus action.
I have a question.
Yep.
My storm aura activates when I rage. So can I still do that for the somebody makes a DC save?
Yeah, sure. It would be the guard you suplexed.
That's fine.
He rolls a
DC
nat 20.
15. Fuck! So you take half damage. So he takes another 5, half to what, 2?
Yeah.
2 lightning damage. Zip.
Guys, I am so fucked.
For reference for next turn, how far am I from Cade?
You're not that. You're about 20 feet.
Okay.
Actually, no, it'd be about 25 to 30. 25. We'll say 25.
Okay.
Okay. And next up is Jond'athan.
Oh, damn it!
Yeah.
I was really hoping he was gonna be after me.
Nope. Next up is Jond'athan, and Jond'athan is going to extend a hand at you, Long Shadow.
Yep.
Hold on. Features and traits.
Oh, come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. As long as he's not on Cade, we're good. As long as he's not attacking Cade, we're solid.
I don't think
Cade, as far as he's aware, Cade is not a problem for him right now.
Yeah, it's the rest of you guys. It's you, Paul.
I'm just making sure he wasn't going like stab, stab, stab while you were on the ground.
His goal isn't to kill me. His goal is worse.
He doesn't need you
there
like
are things worse
with
than
all
death,
of your
Long
limbs.
Shadow, and I'm about to experience them.
Well, I'm just saying he doesn't need Cade with all the limbs. He could just start chopping legs.
Well, that's kind of fucked up, bro.
It's true. What kind of save am I making here, Birdie?
Okay, you are making a wisdom saving throw.
All right, +4 to the roll. Ooh, 23.
23 succeeds.
Yes.
And yeah, that's gonna work on that one. Okay, in that case,
Would I recognize the spell being cast?
You definitely would not.
Okay.
As he looks at you, and his red eyes start glowing slightly, and you feel this kind of like will that he's trying to assert his dominance over you, but it doesn't quite work.
That might be the most clutch roll this entire combat then. Can you imagine if you had to fight Jond'athan and Long Shadow? That would have been unfortunate.
Okay, in that
Without
case,
Cade?
he's going to.
What save did you just make?
A wisdom save.
Fuck.
You're raging, you can't be charmed.
We're so fucked.
Right, okay, he's going to look very frustrated that didn't work. And then he's going to cast a different spell. And you would see from his fingers these tendrils of greenish-black energy. And make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Oh, no. That's not what I think it is it?
Okay,
I
so
really hope not.
Birdie, I'm going to show you my die because it's cocked as shit. It's this one. It's on a 19 and a
Reroll
1.
it.
Do I need to reroll it? Okay. I just wanted before because I was like, I'll take the 19 if you want to give me the 19.
What if I want to give you the 1?
Well, it's okay because the die gave me a 2 plus 1, so that's a 3.
All right.
Oh, this is what I think it is.
And where's my other...
I'm about to get like sickness or some shit.
It's Blight, I think.
If he blights me, I'm so fucked.
It's not?
It's not.
Okay,
Blight's an attack
thank
roll as
God.
well, if I remember correctly.
Nope.
There is an attack roll and a save, I thought. Because
Nope.
it's an attack roll and then.
Nope.
I could have sworn.
Nope. It's gone save.
37 points of necrotic damage
Oh!
as he casts negative energy flood on you.
Oh!
You what, mate? You what, mate?
For 5d.
37.
Yeah, for 5d12.
37. Oh!
You what, mate? You what?
How
Yeah.
much HP do you have left?
Don't worry about it. You don't know.
With that, it's Long Shadow's turn.
Hey, that hurt. Head count. Everyone is on the ground floor besides the like 13 guards upstairs, right?
Yep.
I'm going to, as an action, take my hands together, and I'm going to clasp my palms, and outward from them will splash a massive fog cloud that has a 20-foot radius, so it should cover the entirety of the warehouse.
Okay.
And then a bonus action. Oh fuck, I can't. Yeah. That's gonna be the main thing I'm gonna want to do. And now that everything's heavily obscured, I'm gonna try and move away from Jonathan without dying, but I can't disengage. I have to. I cannot risk staying in
You're
his
gonna
radius.
disengage.
Yeah. Oh no,
Okay.
I can't disengage. I've used an action. That's
You
what I'm
can't
saying. I'm
disengage.
moving
Okay,
back.
what are you doing?
So he
You're
gets
moving
an
back?
opportunity attack if he wants.
He does.
Disadvantage.
That's his
though.
reaction gone though.
Unless he has something to see through that.
Right. Okay. Does a 29 hit you?
Oh!
Normally it would, and it still does.
Oh, Long Shadow, no!
All right. That is a 6 plus 9. That's 15 points of
I'm down.
bludgeoning damage.
I'm down.
Oh, it's so fucked.
I'm down.
Audra, Jason, it's
That's
on
it.
you guys, buddies.
I'm gone.
Long Shadow is gone. I am restrained. It is over.
I had 12
Holy
hit points.
Bruh.
And as he clubs you on the back of the head with this thing, that's a concentration spell, Fog Cloud, isn't it?
Yep. So I'm gone. The
fog
fog
cloud
cloud's gone too. Whole time was a
dissipates.
waste.
And
Yeah.
he looks at Audra, who's just entered through, and he looks at Eli, who looks very shaken. And he's gonna say, "Put down your weapons. I will take Cade, and you can all live." And with that, it's going to be after Long Shadow is not Eli. Is it Eli? It's Cade. Cade, make me a strength saving throw.
Ah, shit. Alright. Oh. This is gonna, just a strength saving throw.
Yep. Oh, it's a strength check. Sorry, not a strength saving throw.
It's even worse.
Okay. 17.
That doesn't quite succeed.
Oh!
And I hate to tell you this, Ben. You can't make that check again for another 24 hours.
Oh.
Oh, shit. Oh, I am so dead. Yeah, upon that, that's
So
fuck.
yeah, I mean, you can fact check me on that. It says on a success, the item is destroyed and the restrained creature is freed. If the check fails, any further attempts made by that creature automatically fail until 24 hours have elapsed.
Fuck. All right. I'm trying to figure out what to do. Shit. Shit. Just gonna look at Ar'ran Jond'athan and just be like,
You're
Just be like-
correct, Azure. This is very not good.
this is not good. I'm just gonna say, at least let my family go with them. They've done nothing wrong.
You can't talk.
I can't talk either?
No.
Fuck! Oh, that's even worse! No! Yeah, I can't do anything then. That's it. I can't do... I literally do not have a turn then.
Okay.
If I can't speak and I can't make the only action that I could do, I can't do anything. I'm out.
Sorry.
I'm basically unconscious.
It's Eli's turn.
Well, shit.
Eli is going to sheathe his sword. And he's going to say, "You have Cade? I've come to collect my family." and Jonathan gives him a small nod. That's going to be his turn.
Yep.
And next up is going to be the guards, who are going to ready an action to shoot anyone who does anything bad.
They're gonna hate him. They're gonna hate him for it, but that's what I would have told them to do if I could speak.
Yeah, they've got a bunch of them have got their crossbows trained on you, by the way, Jason. As you are not stealthy. The other ones have their crossbows trained on Eli and Audra. Then it is going to be... Top of the round is going to be Audra's turn. Actually, the door guard is going to get the fuck away from you.
Isn't it Jason's turn?
It is Jason's turn. But also, the guy who you suplex through the door is going to move away from you if you want to try and hit him.
God damn. How many cards are at the top?
12.
How far am I from them? From Long Shadow and Cade?
From Long Shadow, 25 feet. Okay, 25 feet. You could make it to them in a turn, but when it's your turn. Right now, all I'm asking is, do you want to make an opportunity attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't just go.
I will remind you of the other guards that have their crossbows trained on you.
Just go,
I have a
guys.
question. Are they... So, is
Leave
this...
me.
It's technically their turn right now?
They've used their turn to hold their action.
Got it.
That was all the guys on top. The guy who you subject to the door has his own turn, and he is using it to get the fuck away from you because he thinks you won't dare hit him if they're all pointing crossbows at you. He's running away from you. You can stab him through the back if you want to. But I will remind you, you have a bunch of crossbows trained at you. You would have 4 crossbows specifically pointed at you.
In terms of mechanics, do the guards go first or do the guards go last?
What do you mean?
So if they're at the very end
If
of the round,
they're holding their action. They're holding their action until
Right.
it's their turn again. They have a held
Okay,
action
okay,
until
okay,
their
okay,
turn.
Okay.
If you choose to opportunity attack, they will shoot you. It'll be 4
Yeah, okay.
heavy crossbows.
Brilliant, doing it.
Okay, your opportunity attack. Roll the opportunity attack.
22.
That hits.
Okay. Oh. 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 damage.
21 damage. As this guy tries to, is scarpering to his feet and gets away from you, you just reverse grip your greatsword and stab him through the back, pin cushioning him on the floor, and a bunch of crossbows get let off at you. Those definitely don't hit. Plus 4 to hit, so a 19 and a 22. Those both hit you.
Yep.
Okay. And that is going to be 4, 6, and 5, 11 points halved to 5 of piercing damage, as 2 crossbows just into your chest, and 2 land in the dirt beside you.
So there are only 8 more crossbow bolts able to be flown, right?
Yeah, they are all pointed at those. So 4 are pointed at Jason, 4 are pointed at Eli.
Okay.
He surrendered.
He's trying to get your family out. Okay, with that, it's going to be Jason's turn. Jason, you are on the ground. Long Shadow just went down.
Am I near the Vakians?
Your back is to the Vakians right now. You are between Jond'athan and the Vakians.
And Eli's just surrendered. Long Shadow's down. Cade's fucking gone.
You can
Jason's
still
gonna-
save Long Shadow.
Jason's gonna kind of turn. Is turning gonna trigger an attack?
If you do something they perceive as aggressive, they will shoot you.
He's gonna raise his hands in the air And he's going to like turn his head like this, and because he's looking away from the Vakians, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to turn his head. Help us save Kate.
They are looking imploringly at you right now. They seem too afraid to speak. And
with like one swift, sudden movement, he's going to turn on the heels of his feet, going for Raynor first. He's going to try and he's like fumbling with the keys because he's just fucking panicking.
It's going to take you more than one turn to get those locks opened.
Didn't you say
Can I use an action surge and do it?
Oh.
You can make the check with disadvantage to try and get it done in one turn.
If you use action surge, yeah.
I will say you can do it without rolling in 2 turns. If you want to try and make the risk, take action surge and roll with disadvantage.
I can't take 2 rounds of crossbows though.
It's less to do. Oh, sure.
He's rushing. He can take 1 round and probably be down.
Okay.
Didn't you say you
No. But they're not going to be able to get past everyone. Getting them out is one thing, but they're still trapped in the kill box. Front door's locked.
But didn't you say you had fog?
The fog's been dispelled.
Jason has fog.
Yeah, but Jason has it.
You need to make a decision quick.
I'm trying to think from what he's seeing and what he's.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
It's not.
Jason's gonna try and cast fog cloud, centered around, and he's gonna hold up both his hands. Speak like to the Vakians, and then he's just gonna try and channel his storm aura, and just from his fingers are gonna start to. The moisture in the air around his hands is going to start to cause frost over his fingers, and he's going to try and release fog into the area.
Okay, roll me a D100.
Yeah.
Need to roll below a 50.
That was a 42.
And so your frost begins to appear on your fingers, and between your hands, this tiny cloud. And when you release, it expands rapidly, filling the room with icy fog.
And then he's going to action surge.
Okay, they are all going to shoot at you with disadvantage.
What, all 8 of them?
Yep.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Okay. Does a 15 and a 14 hit you?
Sorry, see, buddy.
15 does hit.
Okay. So only one hits. You take 3 points of piercing damage.
It might not. Let me double check something. No, it's melee. Don't worry. Yeah. So how many points of damage was that?
3 points of piercing damage. I rolled a 1.
Oh. Okay. And then if you said it would take 2 turns to undo the buckles.
It will take 2 turns to do it without rolling. If you want to try and do it right now, it's going to take roll with your action surge is going to take to roll with disadvantage.
Okay.
To try and do
Jason
it quickly.
will action surge, but spend that action to do the first turn of unlocking it.
All right, and you start working on Raynor's manacles. Then it's going to be Audra's turn. Audra, the room is filled with fog.
Brilliant. I sprint to where I last saw Long Shadow and Cade.
Okay. And you would shoulder check Eli, basically, as you sprint in this location. That gives you a good idea of where you are, so you don't step on Long Shadow by accident.
Okay.
But yeah, Long Shadow's at your feet.
Brilliant.
Jond'athan is about 3 feet in front of you.
Brilliant. I bend down and I put my hand on Long Shadow's head, and I lay on hands 5 points for him.
Okay. And Long Shadow.
And then,
Long Shadow, you feel this healing energy flow through you, and your eyes come back up.
You just hear Audra say, "Get up, we're not done." And go ahead and make a DC 15 check for Jond'athan.
Isn't that only happen when you attack? Attack?
It says when activated. So it activates on the rage, and then as a bonus action on each of your turn.
Okay.
One creature of your choice in your aura takes lightning damage.
Right. Okay. He rolled dexterity saving throw.
It just says Dex DC 15.
Okay.
Save.
Dex saving throw. So yeah, he fails with a 9.
Brilliant. So he's gonna take 1d6 lightning damage. Holy shit, that's a 6. So he takes 6 lightning damage.
Okay.
And then am I in such a spot where my fighting style of interception takes effect?
How's that work again?
When a creature you can see hits a target other than you within 5 feet of you with an attack, you can use your reaction to reduce the damage the target takes by up to 1d10 plus 3.
Yes, you would.
Great. So that's what I'm doing.
Okay. And that will happen when he attacks.
When he attacks
Yeah.
anybody other than me.
You've healed for 5 points of healing. Right. And with that, it's going to be Ar'ran Jond'athan's turn again. And as you go up, placing one hand on Longshadow and one hand above as you cast this smaller amount of lightning at Jond'athan, he's going to just very well. And he is going to just hold his hand out at you, and this red glowing appears on his hand. And you have fewer than 100 hit points, correct?
No.
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 No. This isn't what you're thinking.
Yeah, I do have
Pain,
fewer than
maybe?
100.
Okay, agonizing pain shoots through your body. Crippling you. Your speed is reduced to 10 feet. You have disadvantage on attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws, other than Constitution saving throws. And if you try to cast a spell, you have to succeed on a con saving throw, or it fails and the spell is wasted.
So my speed is
You can make a
10.
con
I have
save.
disadvantage.
You're at disadvantage on just about everything. On your strength checks, it'll be a flat roll.
Okay.
That was his first action. And then he is going to... Probably... he swings around his flail, and as he swings it around, the heads burst to light with red flames, and he's going to swing it down at you, casting Red Flame Blade, because spice.
Damn it.
It's the same spell,
Bro,
just it looks different.
Do I not get purple flame blade?
No, you don't.
I have a question.
I
Actually,
want purple flame
Birdie,
blade.
I have a question.
Yeah?
Am I conscious enough to have been able to counterspell something?
You wouldn't. I wouldn't say when it gets to your turn, you will be able to.
Okay. That's my
I'd say you don't have a reaction until you have a turn again, because you've been unconscious.
That's fair.
That's valid.
Okay, and it's going to be an attack roll. That's an 18 plus. That's plus a lot. I'm going to say that definitely hits. Unless you want me to add it up, that's going to be 32.
Is it... What kind of damage is it? Is it all magic?
No, it's not all magic. It's going to be 1d8 of bludgeoning, and then. So that is 1d8. So that's 4 plus 4 is 8 points of bludgeoning damage with 4 points of magic damage off of the weapon, and then the green flame blade is going to be another 2d8.
Is this motherfucker walking around with agonizer?
And then that is going to be
Son of
8.
Just realized what he's holding.
That's
no.
11 points of flame damage, fire damage off of the red flame blade, and can I get the warlock to tell me how green flame blade works again?
The fire can jump to someone else who automatically
fire
takes
can
damage.
jump to someone else within. It has to be within 5 feet, though, I believe.
I am about to go
You are right in
unconscious
front of him.
again.
Equal to your spellcasting ability modifier. You take 5 points of damage.
Yep.
Who
Bye,
does?
guys.
Who does?
Or yeah, long shadow.
It's
Yep.
an attack, right?
It's the fire leaps from his weapon to
Yeah,
long shadows. It's
automatically.
not a swing.
Automatically.
So I
Automatic
can't
damage.
accept that
You,
at all?
the intercept doesn't work unless you can
Oh, wait, no, you
parry,
get-
unless you can
wait.
parry fire.
Did you roll that, Birdie? Because you have to roll a separate dice.
Do you? I thought it says
Yes.
It says, and you can cause
At
the green
higher
fire to
levels,
leap
it
from the
does more
target to a
damage.
different creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet. The second creature takes fire damage equal to your spellcasting ability modifier.
Actually,
Oh,
technically
they've changed.
speaking,
They've
if-
changed it then.
No, that's how it's been this whole time. But technically speaking, if he's higher than 11th level, it would be 2d8 plus.
Yeah, I
that
rolled
damage
2d8.
as well. Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Like,
Oh, okay.
Ouch.
So it's 2d8 on
I
the
get
second target as well, which
Yeah.
means you wouldn't
That's
just
what
take
I-
fire. You would take. You don't just take 5. You take 18.
Doesn't
down.
put me above my hit point maximum.
Yeah, so you're
just
fine.
reduce-
You are just
I couldn't.
ground.
I couldn't argue that because I have a flame sword, I can parry fire.
No, you can't. That's
No.
not how it works.
run away, guys.
I
just
apologize.
run.
Long Shadow, can you make me a death saving throw?
What?
It's Long
Yeah,
Shadow's
it's
turn.
my turn. It's my turn, and I'm unconscious again.
Turn and he's
Remember?
unconscious.
I'm sick of this shit.
This is
Aaron,
going
what did
worse
you
than I
do?
thought it was going to. Oh,
No!
fuck.
You did not just roll a 1! You did not just roll a 1 on your death save. You
A
did
one
not.
is 2 fails, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not instant death.
Aaron, why did you just drop that?
I will
Oh.
beat the fuck out of you if you die. I just want
Okay.
you to know.
He's not dead yet.
Unless you're getting him up between his next turn, like, or if someone doesn't attack him, because Ar'ran Jond'athan is the kind of person who might do that. So.
And it's Eli's turn. No, it's Cade's
Eli,
turn, but Cade can't do
my
anything.
turn. Just seeing all of this around him.
Cade starts
Absolutely
crying.
nothing he can do. No, he doesn't actually.
So
He just has just that moment where like he tried to like resist against it, and no, he can't. And his body just relaxes, and he just closes his eyes and just waits for it to be over. He desperately wanted to tell his friends to just leave him and go.
Okay.
They stayed. He just closes his eyes and waits for it to be over.
Okay. Eli is going to look around, and you would see this through the fog, just because you are right next to him. He looks terrified, and he goes, "You all need to get yourselves out." And he's gonna reach down to Long Shadow, take Long Shadow by the hand, and the two of them turn to mist.
Oh, let's go, Eli.
Okay. Wait. Make sure you heal him. Make sure you save him.
Long Shadow, outside the building. Well, this will happen on the next round.
Also, I'm unconscious. I don't experience any of this till I either die or become conscious again. You don't have to tell me shit.
Wait, hang on, no. The Misty Step is a bonus action.
Yeah. Also, you
Which
can't
means he
take
can't-
people with you with Misty Step. It's
Can you not?
singular. Nope.
Never
only
mind.
dimension
Never
door.
mind. He can't do that. Never mind.
Oh,
Forget
no.
that happened. In that case, he is going to just reach down and pull the healing potion off of Long Shadow's belt and shove it down his throat.
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. I will
Back
roll
up.
that.
His death saves are reset.
No, they
Okay.
don't reset till after combat's over. I get 4 points of healing.
No, I rolled it. You got
Wait,
6.
What?
You got 8 actually. 6 plus 2.
Wait, what do you
Death
mean
saves
they
don't reset until
Death
combat
saves
is
don't
over, my
reset
guy.
until the end of combat. Actually, I think it's until long.
yikes.
I think it's till long rest, isn't it?
I'll
I
go
don't
check. I got plenty of spare time, guys. I'll go check.
Fine, you're conscious. But you are conscious now. As Eli finishes pouring a thing down your throat, and that's his action. And okie dokie. That is going to be the end of his turn, and the next is going to be the guards, who are going to shoot with disadvantage.
If you get stable, all your death saves are reset. I just googled that because I was like, wait a minute, unless that's a custom ruling we're doing.
I mean, if we're doing a custom ruling, this would be the time to set it.
Yeah.
No. If that's what it says in the book, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, it says if you get stable, all your death saves are reset.
All right.
Successes and failures.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
the first
I was
one.
like, that's strange.
Alright, and you just hear as about 12 crossbows all go off, and none of you hurt.
Oh,
Um,
Cade hurts. He hurts on the inside.
No one-
It hurts inside.
no one seems
So
to
much.
have been hit by the crossbows. Okay, and then that is going to be top of the round, Jason. You can finish getting getting Raina's lock off.
Yep.
And yeah,
He's going to do so. He's going to grab her arm and he's going to say, "Save your brother." And with his bonus action, I'm going to do second wind.
Okay. I rolled bad for Raina's initiative.
Where's D10?
A little traumatized. I understand.
Fuck's sake! I rolled a 2 on a D10 for 4 points of healing. And then he's going to use his full movement to the stairs where the crossbow people are.
Dad?
Oh, you're moving to the stairs. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna try and get you're not gonna get Reynard's off.
Raina can do it.
Well, you also
Raina
know that
can't
he
do
is
it.
another caster of Raina's ability.
Of Raina's same
Fire.
capability.
They said that he's also got magic manacles on, so Raina
Okay,
can't actually get
okay.
those off.
Yeah. Then in that case, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So you get Raina, you spring Raina free, and she starts just rubbing her hands. Thank you. And then she just is gonna stand up, very uneasy. Her legs are almost like that of a baby deer. And yep, that is gonna be Jason's turn, and Audra, it is your turn.
Brilliant. Long Shadow still behind me?
Long Shadow is he's alive, and he is on 8 hit points.
6. You gave me.
No, it was 6
hit
plus
points.
2.
Oh, okay.
I forgot to add it's 2d4 plus 2. I rolled 6, and it's plus 2, so
Thank
it's 8
you.
hit points. And you have 5 points of lay on hands. Okay.
Oh, and no
Okay.
longer a healing potion.
Yeah, I'm gonna go at Jond'athan with everything I got.
Okie dokie.
No, run away, Audra!
So
God, I wish I could yell at you right now.
can't.
I know.
And
he knows you won't leave. That's why he's closed his eyes and is waiting for it to be over.
I'm going to.
Stop with that shit. I'm gonna stab Cade.
Wow.
I have a question. As of right now, my advantage is I just roll straight rolls, right?
Straight rolls, yeah.
So,
So if you have advantage, you roll straight, yeah.
If I roll reckless attack, do I get my advantage back?
Yes.
Okay.
The one case in the entirety of D&D where double advantage is a thing.
Why is my reckless attack not listed underneath my? Hang on, features and traits. Up. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna.
I love how the
reckless attack
second I knock
him.
down a player, our viewers just jump up.
Yeah, no, I literally just said that. Genuinely, I literally just said that to someone. I was like, "Yep, our viewership's just fucking shut up. Everyone's here to watch us die." Hey guys.
So I'm going to reckless attack him the first time.
What gets around quick?
I just want to point out, Jonathan's taken all of 10 points of damage.
Yeah.
That is a.
Oh, I didn't even know he'd taken damage, to be honest.
What's 17 plus 8 is 25, right?
25 to
25,
hit? Yeah, that hits.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna do. That's 5, 6, 7 slashing damage. No, sorry, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 slashing damage
Okay.
with 6, 7, 8 fire damage.
Which is half to full.
Okay. And then second attack. That's a. I don't crit on 19s because that's not a thing. It's a 19 plus 8, so that's 27?
27 to hit does hit.
Okay. That's another 2d6. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 points of slashing damage. And another 7 fire damage. which you said gets halved. And then
So how much slashing and how much fire?
was it 7? Shit. Was it?
I think you said 17, didn't you?
I think I said 17 slashing,
Yeah.
and then 7 fire.
Which is half to 3.
Okay, and then DC 15 dex save.
Yep. But passes.
Okay, so he takes half. That's a 6, so he takes 3 more lightning damage.
Okie doke.
And
yeah,
that
you're just swinging at him. He seems to be taking these like pretty well. You get like it's strange hitting someone. He doesn't look. He looks around Cade's size, but his constitution is clearly he's a lot hardier. Yeah, it's like fighting someone twice your size, almost.
Okay. Audra is going to shout. She's just going to be like, run for whoever to hear whenever they get free.
Okay. And with that, it's going to be Jonathan's turn. Jonathan is going to use his bonus action and hex you.
Ugh.
Ah, but there's that leveled spell. Hell yeah, no more leveled spells this round. Yeet, yeet.
He's only used 2 level spells.
Well, no, I'm saying that because of the action economy of D&D, you can't cast more than 1 leveled spell in a round.
We've been ruling otherwise.
We've been
Have we?
ruling.
Fuck.
Yeah.
You've
Okay.
taken advantage of this.
We
I'll
talked
point that
about this
out.
last session.
I feel like I should be able to do things, but the enemy shouldn't.
Yeah.
Ah, got him.
To hex you,
So, like, fuck you a little bit.
and cost me a hex spell. 1 second. He's got a bunch of stuff that makes his hex better.
Fuck!
Wait,
Oh
what?
no.
Well, he's a hexblade.
Oof.
Yeah, don't you remember? He's the same as you.
Yep, I know.
I'm gonna hurt a lot.
I'm just trying to.
Yup.
I'm just trying to remember what it is
Okay, in that case,
that you might have.
okay. Audra, I'd like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, shit. Okay. Please, God. Please, God. Please, God. Please, God. Wait. I have a question.
Yeah.
Is that because of that spell before, is that still active?
Yes. The hex.
No.
No,
Yeah.
the
The
power
green
word
flame
pain.
blade. Power
Power
pain.
word pain.
Oh yeah. On your turn, can you please make me a Constitution saving throw?
Is that concentration? Because hex is
It's not.
Constitution?
Yep.
Constitution saving throw, 15 plus 7.
10 plus 7.
20.
How
22.
22. Yeah, you managed to shake it off, and you no longer feel agonizing pain.
Oh, thank God.
Then I'd like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, no.
And I'm still haven't been conscious at the beginning of my turn, so I still can't counter any of this.
I rolled a 17 minus 1, 16.
You fall unconscious
Oh.
Yep.
as he casts Eye Bite at you.
Yep.
Wait, you cast what?
Eye Bite at 6th level, and you fall asleep.
Oh.
That is a concentration spell, however, so his hex would get negated, so that was my bad.
Fuck. Well, there goes the tank.
It's Longshadow's turn. Longshadow, you're not dead.
Hey.
Wake me up.
Audra just
Yeah.
collapsed next to me,
Glass cannon.
right? I don't know. I don't actually know the Eye Bite spell. Fuck. I don't know any of this because I don't know what the Eye spell does in real life or in game. I am upset, and
Yeah.
I'm going
I'll need to get
to
out.
fucking roll, and as I roll, I'm gonna kick Audra in the side of the head. I'm
Is
gonna
that your
roll
action?
behind Jonathan. That will be my action, to kick Audra in the side of the head.
Okay. Audrey, you wake up.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. And I'm gonna
If
roll
that is your-
behind
if- yeah, that's
Jonathan,
your whole
not
action.
leaving his melee. I'm gonna roll behind Jonathan.
That's not. You'd have to roll in a
around
circle.
him, yeah. Yeah, that's the way melee ranges work. I'm not leaving his melee. My guard is up to him the whole time.
Okay.
And I'm
You
gonna
know when you
stand
do
up
that
behind
thing
him.
when you're on your butt and you do a circle
Mhm.
and you do the circle
Yeah.
like that.
I'm doing a combat roll around him. Thank you
Sure.
very much.
He's shrimping.
Yeah,
Sure,
and I'm
okay.
gonna pop up, and as I pop up, I'm pulling out the sword, barely being awake, and starting the fucking blade song with my bonus action, so maybe I'm a little less squishy. Jesus
Okay.
Christ. Jesus fucking
Wait.
Christ. And now I've got a reaction. Jesus. Alright. That's my turn.
We're about to go like Captain America's Civil War and Jond'athan, where Bucky and Cap are like bang.
There's still 13 dudes with crossbows pointed at us. We're fucked.
This is
We've got
bad.
fog.
Oh, we fog. We're in such deep shit. It's fine. Fine.
We're so dead.
I really was not.
are.
It's that
It's almost
fucking
like you should have run
big
away.
Bolero bullshit
Hey,
cage.
hey, Ben, can you fuck off with the shit? You should have run away. I've been unconscious this whole combat. I can't run anywhere. So can you fuck off with that? Jesus. I've been sitting here this whole time like, motherfucker, I would run if I could. I haven't been awake at the beginning of my turn for 45 minutes.
All right, is that everything, Long Shadow?
Yeah, that's all my things. Jesus.
Okay, Eli is going to. Oh no, okay. I'm just gonna keep skipping you if that's okay, unless you have something
I'm
you can actually do
effectively
while
unconscious.
while restrained. And he is just going to be like,
Question, Birdie.
Yep.
Actually, I have a question about that. Would I know if the Dispel Magic spell would be able to temporarily make a magic item inert?
"Can it?"
That's why I'm asking you. I think that's a ruling because it's
Yeah.
Dispel Magic's one of those like up to the DM
Hold on.
questions. Because I know that like anti-magic fields and stuff like that
Any
make
spell
things inert.
total lower target ends for each spell fourth of it. If it were a weaker magic item, I'd let you have it.
Okay. So I was asking.
But this is a powerful magical item. So I'd say effectively this is like it's a higher than a fourth level spell.
Okay. So could I roll for it
No.
if I were to cast it? Alright.
He said, "What if I Venmo you $20?"
Will you?
I will add to that another $20.
I can send you half of an Amazon gift card.
Listen.
Fuck you, disadvantage.
$100 right now. Jonathan drops dead.
That's not worth it.
God damn it!
This is more fun than
Herman
$100.
comes and saves the day.
Oh wow, this is more fun than $100.
In that case, he basically Eli is going to just shrug, terrified, and he's just going to draw his weapon out. And as he draws it out, it's going to
Finally
be
being
covered in
fucking
green flame.
useful.
He wanted to get you. He got you back on your feet, motherfucker. Do you want to be unconscious? Stop
I
shit
wasn't
talking,
conscious
Eli.
of that.
He is going to draw his weapon, which as it draws from its scabbard gets covered in green flame, and he's going to swing it at actually no, he's going to it would be almost shuddering with the brimming blade cantrip. And he's going to swing it at Jond'athan.
Yes!
Atta boy!
He's going to swing it at
Atta boy.
Audra. He's going to miss.
Let's go, Eli. Oh no,
Roll a
Eli.
Scared.
He's
It's
good
okay.
at he's
It's
good
okay.
at combat. He has a +10 to hit. He just rolled a 4.
Oh.
Listen, Audra's gonna
Bruh.
adopt him when this is all over.
You already have Guz. You can't have
Oh,
another
he gets to attack again though. He has 2 actions. There we go. Let's go. Who says fighters are shit?
No one has
No
ever
one.
said that.
And then, okay, that one definitely hits. That's a 28. Okay, that's not that much damage. So that's 11 plus 3 booming blade damage. So that is 14 total damage. And if he moves, he will take damage.
Hey man, anything is something.
Again, we're nowhere near done with this. He's taken like 20 damage total.
He hasn't. He's taken a lot more than that.
I was gonna say, what the fuck did I do?
Audra's done like
I
50.
was unconscious for that, so that doesn't count.
Sure. And then it's going to... The guards are going to go again.
Yep.
I'm expecting an arrow in like my thigh at some point.
If they're
just
shooting
right
at me, they have to hit a 20 or higher, and if they hit, they got to roll a 25 or higher. I'm
Okay.
tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too
Audra, you take 5 points of piercing damage after it's been halved. So that was 10, down to 5.
Ow, bitch.
As 2
Not
crossbow
you,
bolts.
the guard.
You hear another load of crossbow bolts into the ground, and then 2 sink into your shoulders.
Ah!
And
Quick question.
Mhm.
I know I can't make a strength save, but can someone use their strength to try and get me out, or does it not work
who
like
knows?
that?
It's Raina's
Who
turn.
knows?
No one's tried.
Who knows?
Hey, Raina's here. Big guns are here.
Come on, Raina.
His turn.
Maybe she'll power word kill him or something.
Maybe she'll plane shift us all the fuck out of there.
That would be nice.
That would be real
and
helpful.
she is going to run to the center. You can't see her, but you would. The
Right.
ones who are in the center, like all gathered around Jond'athan, you would hear her step towards you, and she's just going to call out, "On me!"
Fucking imagine she just like inflict wounds as us. Like she just walks up and like Longetta's dead.
This is my plan
She's
all
like,
along.
got him for you, John.
Long live the cult.
Soros shall reign.
Soros sends his regards. He's a
No.
Fuck. I trust no one. No one I trust anymore. To be fair,
and then
I
because no one can see her currently in the fog cloud, she's going to cast Fire Shield on herself, and her body is now wreathed in flame. So
What's it like to have cool spells right
Yol
now? What's that mean?
Yol can see her through the fog because she's just
So
a
can
pillar
they.
of flame. So can they? True.
We have to get to her next turn.
I'm standing next to her.
You
I'm
tell me
fine.
Well,
Ar'ran
good, because that's the
Jond'athan
end-
doesn't
that's-
have counter spell.
That's the end of the round.
I don't believe
Okay,
it.
Okay.
she's the last.
Jason, your turn,
Yeah.
and you can finish getting off Reynard's manacles.
Cool.
Bring those with you. Bring those with you. Bring them with you.
You're not there.
Shh.
Is Raina's on the floor as well?
Yes.
Cool. I want to finish that.
Do you
and
grab
then
them?
I want to grab both pairs.
The fog cloud dissipates.
Fuck.
Oh.
yeah.
Oh,
no.
And I'm going to wait. That was my action to release the dad.
It was reaction. I'd say with bonus action you can pick them up.
Cool. Bonus action to pick them up. I want to say, come on, let's fucking go quick! And he's going to sprint towards Jond'athan. 30 feet of movement. And
You see Reynard's hand passes over Charlotte's mundane manacles and they fall off.
Yeah. And
Oh, that's so fucking cute, actually.
Yeah. Let's go, Dad.
Jason's gonna like approach Audra and have one set out to Audra, and he's gonna drop the others on top of Cade.
Oh,
See if they
Oh.
dispel the magic of that.
If
Good
the anti-magic
shout.
of the cups would stop the bands of Alara.
So as you drop them on Cade, these bands retreat into a ball.
Motherfucker!
Wait, hang on, I gotta mute, I gotta
Support
scream.
character.
all right. Thanks for not running away. This works.
Those bands
Always
retreat
ignore
into
me.
a ball. And
the
Cade,
other,
you
the
are
other pair are handed out to Audra.
Do I have an action?
you will do on your turn.
When is my turn? Fuck.
You haven't
This is
lost
why
your
we don't
turn.
give
You haven't
up,
lost your turn,
Cade.
Cade. You're
Right.
not top of the round.
We outnumber him severely.
You're
Let's kill
right.
it.
I know, but he
Dude,
is
we
a powerful
There's
dude.
14 dudes still upstairs.
We do not outnumber.
Okay. So that's Jason. So what did you say you were doing with the other manacles?
The other manacles I'm handing out towards Audra. I'm not passing them to her.
So you
but
give
I'm
them one to
making it
Audra and
easy
you're keeping one.
So
no,
one
I
landed
dropped-
on Cade
I
and one went
dropped
to
on
Audra.
Cade,
That's two.
and the
Okay.
other one
I don't know if you
on
just like
Nathan.
put one on Cade and then taken it off or something. I don't know. Okay, with that, Audra's turn.
Okay. So am I prone? I'm prone.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
I stand up. Where am I in relation to Jond'athan and Reyna?
You are Long Shadow is well, no, Long Shadow is behind. So Reyna is behind you. Long Shadow is the other side of Jond'athan. You are in front of Jond'athan.
So Reyna is behind me. How
Reyna's
far behind
you. Right behind you. Wreathed in flame.
me? Can I
Jason's having an
attempt
aneurysm.
to, with my action, bonus action, and all that,
What do you
can
want
I
to do?
attempt to take the manacles from Jason and clap them onto Jond'athan?
You can attempt.
So grappling is only one attack. It's not even a whole action.
This isn't grappling though. This is
Bundle.
grappling and then putting the things on.
We can bundle him.
Can I rage and do that?
No.
Okay, then I'm just gonna attempt to do it.
Okay. Make an athletics check.
Okay. Where's my dice? Oh! 19 plus 8? 27?
You're kind of trying to get it. He's a little too. He's very strong
Bullshit.
for his thing.
Is he a little too wily for me?
He's a little too wily for you. It's not
Like-
bullshit. I rolled a nat 20.
Oh.
Shit.
I'm sorry about that. It's a good
It's okay,
idea.
It's okay. It's the roll. It's the dice. It's fine. Fuck you, Jond'athan. It's fine. Okay.
I rolled a nat 20 and he's really strong. You get the impression he is like, especially looking at him, he is stronger than he should be. Unless he is fucking ripped under that armor.
Okay.
Okay. And then it is going to be Jond'athan's turn. And Jond'athan is going to just swing at you
Yep.
a lot
I'm right here.
with agony.
Bring it on.
I knew it. I knew that's what he was holding, motherfucker. I knew that's what was in his hand.
Okay. Does
I knew it.
I'm assuming 14 plus 9 is
Anything above a
23.
16.
Yeah, okay.
Anything above a
23 hits
16.
you. And 16? Oof, that's exactly right.
16 meets beats.
Alright. And he has a plus 14 to roll.
Jesus Christ!
And because it's a really good fucking weapon.
I'm so clapping you.
He told you to, like, fucking Shadow Cleaver told you to wait to look out for that thing.
Did he tell me? I don't think so.
He told Cade.
Cade didn't tell us
That
shit.
is, you're not raging. So 7
not
plus 9
raging.
is 16 on the first hit, and then it's an additional 2d6 because he's hit you with it before. Which that's 11 points. That 16 plus 11 is 27, and then on the second
I'm
hit,
reducing it as you're telling me damage.
yeah, okay. And then on the second hit, that's going to be a 2 plus 9 is 11 points of damage, followed by an additional 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And you have disadvantage on strength ability checks until the beginning of your next turn.
Okay.
And that's his actions. And he's going
Guys,
to
I
use his
have a
bonus
reaction.
action and Wrathful Smite you.
Ooh, that's a spell.
It is.
That's a problem.
I go next. I'm gonna fucking counter it. Fuck that guy.
You're going to counter it?
I'm gonna just third level counter spell.
Okay.
Thank you.
Fuck
Alright.
that guy.
You've saved Audra from 1d6 psychic damage.
Oh, that's
Hey,
okay.
you know what?
Oh,
It's something.
okay.
And the possibility of
something.
being frightened, so that's fair.
Yeah.
Uh,
Fight me.
And yeah,
I'll be
so
frightened,
and on
Zadra.
that last one, you like the mace flares with this red crackling energy, but then you just see from behind him, Long Shadow just reaches out a hand and this white energy appears and it fizzles out. That is going to be the end of his turn. Cade. No, Long Shadow. Sorry.
Yay! Yay!
Sorry, Cade. You're next.
Okay. Full round of attacks into you, boy. You know what? I'm getting real tired of getting hit with fire. Let's hit him with fire. As my action, I'll go ahead. Why not?
He's resistant.
I don't give a shit. I don't know that. I've been unconscious this whole fight. I don't know any of this. I've been asleep on the ground. No one told me anything.
You know what? You do you, boo.
Long Shadow's like, how long have we been fighting for?
I was like, it could have been 10 minutes, 30 seconds. I don't know. Let's see here. That is a natural 20!
Nice.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. So even if he's resist, I'll tell you the fire damage separately. Where's my d8s? Okay. So, that's going to be the... Okay. So it's going to be 14 plus 5 points of piercing damage. So that's gonna be 19 points of piercing damage, and then for the fire damage, that's only plus 4 is gonna be 10 reduced to 5 points of fire damage. Because it was 10 point. Yeah, it
So
was
what's
10
the total
points reduced
damage?
to 5. If you've already reduced the fire damage, that's gonna be 24 points of damage.
24 after halving.
After having the fire damage.
Okay, cool.
And then, because they decided to overly buff the Blade Singer with the most recent book, I get to make a second attack.
Oh my god.
Hua! That's going to be 16 plus 8. That's 24.
That hits.
That's going to be additional 12 points of piercing damage. 7 plus 5.
Okay. 7 plus 5 damage?
Yeah, it's 12.
12.
Yeah. And then, I'm going to go ahead and... You said Reyna is like 20 feet from me?
No, Reyna's not. Reyna's the other side. So there's you, Jonathan, Audra, about 15, 20 feet. Yeah.
Okay. Because I don't want to take an attack of opportunity from this fucking guy, I'm going to bamf my ass over to Reyna.
Okay, make a dex saving throw.
Dex save for what? That's 14 plus 5. It's going to be 19.
Okay, and you're going to take half as much damage from Hellish Rebuke.
Oh, that's bad.
Okay, so that is...
Well,
17 halved to 8.
17 halved to 8?
Oh, fuck.
I don't bamf to Reyna.
Remember when I told you you had lay on hands and you didn't use it?
It wouldn't do much there. It's not my fault. I didn't know he had Hellish Rebuke. Also, how many spell slots does this motherfucker have? He is using a lot of magic. All right. Oh, I'm unconscious again. What's up?
Who or what this guy is?
We know he's a Hexblade.
Yeah, that's all you know
that?
about him.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so I'm unconscious again, guys. What's up?
Okay.
This is what happens when the wizard takes 40 points of damage on the first round.
Yeah. Remember when those are the only people you sent in?
Yep.
Hey, we had a good plan. Fight me.
Cade, it's your go.
Yay, Cade!
Oh boy. I don't know what to do, honestly. I genuinely don't. So I'm on the ground right now, I'm guessing.
You're laying right next to my unconscious body.
Longshadow's got a few welts on his head.
We are snuggling together on the ground right now.
I am the one person who doesn't have
you a
healing
You have a healing potion.
I literally bought one for you.
True.
True, but
Spent 50
Well, no,
gold on that
okay,
bullshit.
screw me, I guess.
you don't have to. So completely
No,
up to
you
you.
don't have to.
Where is it? Hold on. I'm double checking that I've got it in my items. Potion of healing. Yep, right.
You don't
Long
have
Shadow.
to do it if you don't want to.
Get up.
You don't have to do it.
Get your ass up, Long Shadow.
Okay.
2d4 plus 2. That's a 4 on the first one.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's a 2. 6, so total of 8.
8 healing.
8
I'm
healing,
back to
go
8.
up. Cool.
Oh,
Back to 8.
There you go.
Oh my
that's my
goodness.
action, so that's all I can do. Effectively, is get up and heal you.
Okay.
That's
Do
me.
you have any bonus action stuff? Your Hexblade's Curse or anything? That's not bonus action?
I can. Is it?
Or even summoning Shadow Cleaver?
Yeah. I guess I'll just summon it. Is that a free action or is that a bonus action to just summon it to my hand?
Summon it. That should be on your Pact of the Blade, I think.
Yeah, let me double check. It's oh no, sorry, action to create pact weapon. That's not something. Your power disappears 5 feet from you. It doesn't say. It just says that making it disappear is a free action. It doesn't say anything about actually summoning it. I'm looking.
I'd say it's probably a free action.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
We'll say for now, free action. We don't want to slow down things.
All right. Yep. Free action. And then bonus action. Yeah, I guess I'll Hexblade curse him.
Hell yeah!
Okay.
All right. Hold on. Gotta find that.
Fuck him up, Cade.
Can't fuck him up yet.
Against the cursed
Almost.
target, you have +5 to damage rolls, and if you score a critical hit on a roll of 19 or 20, and you regain 20 HP if it dies. So that'll help if you hit him on the next turn.
Nice. All right, yeah. So he is Hexblade cursed.
Okay, and the next person up is Eli, who is going to swing at him again with Booming Blade.
I just want you all to know these crossbow bolts are really gonna hurt.
That's a miss.
Yep.
That is a hit. It's precisely a hit. That is a 5 plus quite a lot. So 5 plus 9. That is a 14 points of damage, and then 1d8 Booming Blade. 7 points. So that is yeah. That many.
That many.
That many damage. And then it's going to be the guards. And they don't have disadvantage this time. Okay, these ones... Audrey, yes?
How many people are 5 feet by me?
Reyna, Cade, and... Reyna. It's Reyna and Cade, basically. Long Shadow's the other side of Jonathan.
If any of them hit Reyna, I would like to intercept.
Okay. These ones are going for you.
Okay.
And only one of them hits.
Mm-hmm.
Does 10 points of piercing damage.
Oh!
Next one is going for Cade. That's a 16. So that's an 18, a 16, and a 15. How many of those hit?
First 2 hit. Last
Okay.
one doesn't.
Let's say 6 points of damage and 4 points of piercing damage for a total of 10 points of piercing damage. Then the last 4 are going for Jason.
Oh.
That one definitely hits. That's a 21. And does a 14 hit you?
Nope.
Okay, that was the only one that hits.
Thank God for
And
that.
3 points of piercing damage. I rolled really bad on that one.
So with that, as it hits me, 2 moments. Let me just double check and read this.
Oh, Jason also would have been within 5 feet of you if you want to change your mind about who you're defending. Okay.
I picked before you even said anything.
Okay, no, scrap that. When a creature within 5 feet of you, they're not within 5 feet of me.
Okay. And if that's everything, Reyna is going to... She's going to try and knock the manacles out of your hand, Audra.
Okay.
Do you allow her?
I let her. I don't fight her.
Okay. She knocks the manacles out of your hand, and she kicks the one you used on Cade away, and then she's going to cast Teleport.
No! Let's go.
Yes.
My God!
We are not
Hey,
winning
guys.
this fight,
Hey,
dude.
guys, remember when we said run away? Yeah.
No.
And so as Reynard and Charlotte run towards Reyna, this mote of light appears in her hand, sprawling out underneath you and making a circle around all of you, including Jond'athan, but you see the light kind of creeps onto your feet, but not onto Jond'athan's, and in an instant, everything goes dark.
Oh, because he uses reaction on me too. He couldn't even counterspell it if he had counterspell.
And for a moment, you are falling through darkness. For a moment, you can almost see what almost look like stars, but they're too small and too blue. They're not white enough. Long Shadow, as someone studied in the arcane, you would know this. What you are currently getting a glimpse of is most likely, from what you've read, the Astral Sea.
That's so cool.
Only for a brief moment, and then solid ground appears beneath your feet. Cade and Long Shadow, you would recognize this ring. The other two wouldn't. You're in Rayna's childhood bedroom in the Vakian estate.
Oh. What? Why? What? That's such a terrible choice.
First place you thought of, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's just
Something.
going to fall to her knees as she gets in. I'm sorry. I needed somewhere familiar. I didn't want to risk it.
You got us out of there.
We need to leave
important
the city.
Exactly. Yep.
We have
We need to
passage.
go.
We have
go
passage.
immediately.
Who looks worse for wear out of everyone?
I'm fine.
Long
Long
Shadow
Shadow.
definitely looks the worst.
I have 8 hit points, but
Yeah.
I will lay on hands myself for 5.
Okay, you're up to 13. Rayna, Reynard, and Charlotte all look pretty bad. Rayna looks exhausted.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Like those few spells that she had cast had taken some of the last of her energy to muster. She's also free of her spellbook at the moment. She doesn't have that on her. And
Not too worried about that.
what's the time?
Do
That's
they
where we're
look-
gonna leave it for
Is.
tonight.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I was looking
knew
at the
as soon
time.
as we
like,
just
oh.
I was like, "There's no way we're gonna
In
get
the
to do anything."
bedroom of the in Rayna's childhood bedroom in the Vakian estate, appearing, having briefly managed to escape the ambush at in the industrial district. That's where we're gonna pick up next week.
Oh my god, that was so
Oh
intense!
boy.
Shit. So that I don't forget next week, just out of game, can I try and cast Cure Wounds on Long Shadow? Just so that he has the hit
You can do that
points,
right
but
now.
I don't
You
forget.
can do that right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 1d8 plus your
Wow.
wisdom, I think.
Oh, yeah, scrap that. It's 2 plus 3, so 5.
Dude, every
5
bit
points of
counts.
healing. Every little helps.
Yeah. Just so you have it on your character sheet, and I don't
Yeah,
have the spell
okay.
slot, but I'll forget.
Hey,
I hope everyone
upside
enjoyed
of being
that.
unconscious, that whole night, I
Mate.
still have all my spell slots. It's great.
Hope
That
everyone
is great.
enjoyed that. Can we raid someone?
Yeah,
Bro, that
let's
was
raid
awesome.
Let's see here. Who's live right now? Anybody got it? Anybody in the chat want us to raid anyone in particular? We'll give it a couple seconds for the stream to catch up to the chat.
But thank you for watching, everyone.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really enjoyed running that combat.
Yeah.
That was really fun.
That was terrifying.
I
That was really fun,
getting
Aaron
really
says,
scared.
looking...
I
really-
liked getting
Yeah,
to make
that
a
was
strength
fun.
throw and then do nothing for the whole game.
I'm sorry,
you know
Ben.
what?
That's really,
No,
that
Ben.
really is. You'll let him
I
get
know.
so close to
I
you.
know. I know.
I mean,
Without
I tried
doing
to game
anything.
like 4 times
I
there.
know. I know. It's
mean-
my fault.
At one point, I was Jason was gonna have to try and clutch it because Audra was like asleep. Cade was locked.
Do we have
and
someone to
like-
raid?
Oh,
I
Sorry
currently
for
have
telling
no
you all
one.
to run the whole time.
And chat hasn't given us anyone yet.
No
so I
one's
don't know that
live.
we have anyone to raid. Nobody's live.
Nobody's
Nobody's
live
live
right
right now. Okay, I guess we could just end the stream there.
Yeah, in that case, hang on. I'm just gonna see. I'm looking at my own. No, the only people I can have are people who don't know us. So yeah, we're not gonna
Exactly.
raid anyone.
Or we could just go
And-
into the Dungeons and Dragons category and pick a game at random.
yeah.
We could.
Nah, that was just not.
Oh,
bother.
fine. All right.
Okay.
Fine.
And thank you for watching, everyone. We are going to leave it there, and please join us next week for the aftermath of this grueling combat.
When we try to get the hell out.
You try and get the hell out of the city of Cave Solon. And thanks for watching. Bye.
Au revoir.
Bye.
Au revoir.